Hey all, J-Man here. I just want to tell you about beardedshirts.com. It's a great place to get a lot of cool superhero shirts and other merchandise. You can scroll, they've always got sales on. As you can see, they've got these really cool print all over shirts, which I really love. That's Eddie, the founder of the site. And if you're looking for stuff, all you got to do is you click on the search here and you can type in all over. And that's going to show you the all over prints, which are really, really cool. Look at that. You got Legion of Superheroes, you got Brave and the Bold, you got JSA, you got Superman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, all kinds of stuff. So check out beardedshirts.com. Hey guys, J-Man here. Finally, we're back to talk about Transformers. This is Transformers Victory. We only have 2 streams left, so we're doing a whole bunch of episodes. So we're going to go a little bit quicker. But I do want to tell you that tomorrow is Earth's Mightiest Mondays. Every Monday, this is episode number 17 of The Avengers. We're talking about issues 62, 63, 64, and 65. And that blonde guy with that Hercules outfit in the top corner there, I did not know who that was. And when I read who it was, I was like, oh, that's weird. That's one of my favorite characters who's actually tattooed on me, but not in that costume. So we're going to find out who the hell that is tomorrow night. Some of you who have read this and aren't normies are going to know who it is, but I'm a little bit of a normie here because this is my first time reading any of these comics. So anyways, looking forward to tomorrow, that's for sure. Next Sunday, Days of High Adventure returns with League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. There's only 3 people on the planet that love this movie. I'm one of them. So it's going to be awesome to talk about this. And I actually read the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen comics from Alan Moore, and I like the movie better than the comics. I'm going to piss everyone off 1 week from tonight. I'm looking forward to pissing everybody off on this one. And I got a lot of points to make on it. Anyway, and Sean Connery's the best. That's facts, right? So what else we got going on? We got Star Wars is returning as well. I don't know if I can... Sometimes it doesn't let me put, because I've run out of my icons here. I can't put as many. Let me see if it'll let me put it up. Oh no, I can't put the overlay up. Sorry, I've ran out of. I've literally like run out of space on StreamYard here to put these icons up. Let me delete something here so I could show you. All right, so every Friday, of course, is Star Wars. We're still doing the newspaper strips. So there's still a couple more streams, 2 or 3 streams left of the newspaper strips. We just did the Bounty Hunter on Ord Mantell. That was awesome. We're covering a few in this one. So the Serpent Masters is in there. You've got that girl. I completely forgot her name, even though I just read these comics. So this is a really great, got a Kraken. The guy's name is Kraken. They're not fighting a Kraken, but they're fighting some octopus creature. All right. So that's going to be on Friday. So there you go. Let's shout out our super friends. These are the channel members: Dan, Sean, Steven, Brennan, Mark D, RR, Philip Story, Digger Jim, Quagnar, and Just Joe, and of course Mike Alonso, Clobberin Times. I don't think he liked Transformers. You didn't love Transformers as much as we did, but put a CT in the chat anyways, just to honor his memory. So there you go. All right. Let's get going here. Hello.
I thought I told you who that was. No?
I may have left it out because I don't like that outfit at all. It's pissing me right off, to be honest. It's like
you'll never see that in the movies. Yeah.
It also starts with an H.
Yes, yeah.
I do like that Hercules. I like that concept for Hercules. You can't see Hercules, can you? No, no, you can't see him. He's off.
No, it's a jumble of geek stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, no, there's a Hercules over there. I'm not going to go get him out. All right, so we do have a special guest here. So let's bring in Mr. Fancy Pants.
There he is.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Hey. Hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Afternoon, gents. How are you?
We're good, thank you. Thanks for coming on. We got
worries,
Steve from
pleasure.
Comics Asylum. I'm going to put everyone's links up in a minute. I did manage to get This guy. So who's this Scrapper? I'm never going to remember all their names. So I've got Bone Crusher and Scrapper. So I'm actually caught up because they are going to bring them all out. So I will be able to actually form Devastator for the first time in my entire life.
Can you
Yes.
do that with those? Okay, yeah.
He's going to be like enormous.
So they each come with like the foot and all that stuff, like the old. It's not built into his actual mold.
No. Well, actually, okay. So a lot of these newer ones,
Yeah.
like there's just like an extra little knob. Oh, the other guy's like way back.
Because the old one came with a bunch of crap that you had to fit.
There's no crap in here. It's just like his weapon and maybe one piece to like attach or whatever. So
is he called Scrapper or Decepticon Scrapper?
That's a good point.
I hate when they do that, but
he's called Constructicon Scrapper.
Scrapper, okay, yeah. So they can
and they met
that,
like Scrapnel and Shrapnel, and it's just
Shrapnel. They have to. It's like Autobot Brawn, Autobot like whatever, Ironhide and all that. Yeah.
So that's kind of crappy, but anyways, okay. So Transformers Victory V Victory Transformers Victory. So I heard that song. I heard that about 5,000 times this week. They play it like 40 times per episode. So we'll catch Steve up a little bit. So Steve's coming in as sort of a newbie to these Japanese versions. Did you watch Transformers as a kid?
Yes.
What we would call G1.
Yes. Yeah. That and G.I. Joe and anything else that was going on at that time, I was pretty much into
it. Okay. Yeah. I figured
because I saw the theater as well too, if I'm not mistaken.
You saw them? Yeah, I saw the movie in the theater.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Yeah, I didn't get to. Yeah.
Yeah.
And freaked out when they swore.
Yes.
Oh shit! We're gonna do now.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
There's a few things that see Sean. We've agreed. Sean doesn't make fun of me that because I missed Masters of the Universe.
Right.
Yeah.
I saw Secret of the Sword, but I missed Master of the Universe because I was on punishment. That was a punishment. That's a legit punishment. Me and my friend were naughty. And we deserved this punishment for sure. Like thinking back, if I was the dad or whatever, I'd be like, I'm surprised there wasn't more punishment than that, but that was enough. But Sean missed out on Transformers, so that's off the table. We can make fun of each other for other things, but that one is like, okay, you didn't see Transformers. Listen, it's too sad. You can't make fun of that. Like,
No. Yeah.
Missing out on other movies, like you didn't see Gremlins in the theater. Well, you missed it. I saw Gremlins in the theater, but
me too. Yeah.
Okay, well, fine.
That's a whole story, though. But anyway, yeah.
Okay, so you like G1. The way this came about is we do Transformers. We love Transformers. We're doing this stuff. So people, when Transformers 1, like that animated movie that came out, which I thought was very good.
Yeah.
When that came out, there was a lot of people saying, "Oh, it's not G1 and all this stuff." And then I posed the question. Oh, let me say hi to Joe Dog. Joe Dog, you're here first, man. Thanks, buddy. I agree. Everyone's hating on Superman, but Sean, Sean, ever since you said your thing, I've been pondering it.
My theory?
I've been pondering it for 48 hours. I think you're wrong. Sean's
I might be wrong, but it's just a little glimmer of hope.
A glimmer of hope. So there's those cringe scenes where Lois Lane is interviewing Superman and he's losing his cool because he's like, what, a dumbass? Like the lowest grade politician, and Canada's got some pretty bad ones, but obviously the States has even worse ones. The lowest grade politician would easily not get worked up over Lois's questions, which are pretty legit, right? It's like, why did you do this? Why did you?
But if
do
you
this?
believe in what you're doing, you're not going to get all defensive like he was.
So he gets all. It's terribly cringe, and the more we see the scene, the worse it gets. However,
unless it's because he loves Lois and can't see why she's attacking him.
She's attacking him,
There's attacking him. Yeah. But Sean came up with a better idea. That's the fake Superman.
Yeah,
like that's Bizarro.
He's the clone that Lex made, and has somehow infiltrated Superman's life, and then she's interviewing the wrong one.
She's testing him too, right? Like she could be testing him. Let's see what he's like. Like,
man, that's a great theory, but that movie would be stuffed to the gills with characters. Oh my god,
it's stuffed anyways.
Yeah.
it's anyway. Yeah,
You got hey Joe, I know we didn't forget to say hi. I see it there. I see it there.
because Ultraman I think is the clone, and I think that Hammer Borovia is still the clone in a different guise, or whatever the hell that thing is called. I think it's basically Lex throwing stuff at him, but we'll see. I can't wait to see it so that all this is over. All this speculation and anger and all that stuff. It's like just get it over with, right?
Yeah,
that and Fantastic Four, yeah.
Oh boy, we're not going to start my rant on that. I'm a complete. I cannot give that one a pass. Superman, I can wait and see. Fatal J, what's going on, dude? Dude, I'm following you on Twitter. Follow me back and let's do something. I'll have you on for something, buddy. I like your guys' takes are good, man. I really enjoy your channel. I was watching you live the other couple nights, so let's get you on there. Fatal J is awesome. I'll put his link up too.
So let's catch up on Transformers.
Okay, so let's catch up on Transformers. So okay, wait, hold on. So here's what happens, Steve. So people were saying this isn't G1 and blah blah blah. So then I posed a question. This started this whole thing. I said, "What is G1?" Because Sean is way more advanced than I was on Transformers. I'm a He-Man, my J-Man, He-Man, my Skeletor punching the J, doing the crack battle armor thing. So, but Sean was a little bit more in Transformers. So I asked Sean, I said, well, what is G1? And then Sean's like, well, this. I was like, whoa, holy shit, that's a lot of G1 stuff. I'm like, hold on a second here. Because the comic books, we started reviewing the comic books on the channel. They are not the cartoon, like at all, right? So, okay, you've got those running, you've got the cartoon running. Then all of a sudden, okay, they're running, like away from each other. Sometimes they might twist and,
And the toys have their own continuity too. If you read the backs of those, like some things veer off from what the cartoon and the
right. So Buddy Ansky or whatever is doing the comics and okay. So anyway, then it got to Rebirth, and this is so we covered the first 10 issues of the comic, which we're going to finish that comic run. I purchased the Skywarp Kickstarter level, which gives me all the PDFs of the UK comics and the I just got PDFs because it's just too expensive. Okay, so Rebirth then is those 3 episodes, which concludes what the generic public says G1. So we watch Headmasters. Now, I buy everything, as you know. So as these Transformers shows were coming out, I was just buying them. It said Transformers pre-order. Sure, I'll pre-order that. Didn't watch it. Just pre-order it all. And then I was like, maybe I should watch these. It's like I pre-ordered them 10 years ago or whatever. I'm like, maybe I should watch these. So go to Wikipedia, list of Transformers episodes. I said, let's do it from number 1. Let's just go down the line. We got to Headmasters, which is my favorite. It is season 4. It ignores Rebirth and goes into season 4. Hot Rod, Cup, Optimus, Blaster, and Soundwave kill each other in the most epic effing battle ever. And then they're reborn as Sound Blaster in full black and Twin Cast in blue. And Twin Cast is my favorite Transformer. Yeah. Twin Cast is my favorite Transformer. He's right there with Blaster next to him. And then Twin Cast is a serious version of Blaster. He's infiltrating shit. He's awesome. And then Sound Blaster, who was the former Soundwave, he's pissed off, right? You're like, okay, holy shit. And the Headmasters are badass. Fortress Maximus, I've got him. I've got all the Headmasters. I pre-ordered Scorponok. Scorponok's my favorite villain. Then we watched, what's it called? Super God Master Force, which is the next season. Yeah. So Optimus Prime is dead. Cybertron's blown up. Mars is blown up. Ginray shows up, and this is all about humans and the Autobots merging and stuff like that. You're like, okay, and there's the Pretenders. No Nebulans. And it's basically Optimus Prime, but they're calling him Ginray, and then they call him God Ginray, and we called him Power Master Optimus Prime. So we finished that one off. Now this one continues because Ginray, spoilers, he dies because the episode's literally called The Death of Ginray.
Yeah. Because he's dead. Yeah, we're not covering that this week, but
we're not covering that this week. So spoilers for next time. So the thing is, Steve, and then the first 2 seasons of Transformers that we all know as Transformers, like season 1 and 2, are a complete shit mess. The order is all messed up. It's like like Dinobots appear before they're built. And then there's an episode where they're building them, and like
that's how they aired them, yeah. So we had to do the fan order.
Yes.
Then I reordered some of that because it didn't make any sense.
Yes, so we did the Sean order on that, which is whatever he did. I just said, you know what? Why don't you just email me the thing? And that's what I'm going to watch.
I was explaining it to him. And he just
I don't care. Just email the thing and say, watch this. And then that's what I'm going to watch. Okay. So we're on this one now. I'm watching these in order of that DVD set that Sean had. I don't know if he held it up earlier when I was talking.
Yeah.
That's what we both own.
Yeah.
Now I've got the episodes here. We're not going to watch them, but we can chapter through them. I have no idea because I'm looking at episode 9, and that ain't the episode 9 that I'm thinking about. Mm-mm.
I was in the same boat. I watched stuff on YouTube, and then I was going back to Wikipedia. I'm like, that doesn't match.
Yes.
I'm completely confused, but I watched them anyway.
Okay. So Steve, you're coming in. There's no way you couldn't have seen all of Headmasters and all of Super God Master Force before this, right? Okay, so yeah, you started with. This series has a lot of action, obviously.
Oh, totally.
But like Headmasters for me is the best story, but Super God Master Force has awesome characters, and the thing with Victory, I find that the Decepticons are fire good in this, but the Autobots are not that memorable, except for Starsaber.
Yeah. I just want to add one more thing too.
Yeah, go ahead.
Headmasters and Super God Master Force embody they include all of the toys that we grew up with. Even if you didn't have the toys, you grew up with the commercials. So like Headmasters, Target Masters, also the guys, there are 2 that become one guy.
Mm-hmm.
And Pretenders, what else? Like all of that stuff was in those 2. This one, by the time they got to 1989, Hasbro just did their own things. So they did Micromasters and freaking Action Force, or not Action Force, sorry, Action Masters. Action Masters were basically action figure transformers that didn't transform. And then they went into like play sets that transformed. But that's where they veered off from the rest of Transformers. So Takara in the UK and in all of Asia had their own, like they went forward with new concepts, and that's what's featured in this. The problem is this show has a bunch of Transformers and concepts we never had here. Right. So I'll explain. Like we
got Black Zarek.
Yeah, we got. I remember that. I do remember that.
Yeah. Right. So that's Scorponok. So this here is Scorponok, just a different head.
Yeah. So the big thing this time is called Breast Force. That's what Takara called them. We would have called them Armor Force or something, because it's basically the breastplate of your armor turns into a guy, right? Mm-hmm. So there's tons of Breast Force guys in this.
Breast Force.
Breast Force. Yeah, and Brain Masters, which are basically a fancy headmaster. It's you put a guy in the middle of the robot and lift an elevator up, and the guy has a shield that can come down and reveal a face when it goes. It's clever. It's fun.
It's cool. It's cool. Yeah. Cool transformations and everything as well too in the anime.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But the thing, I think that's what turns people off with this one is this isn't recognizable as anything you remember from your childhood as Transformers. None of these features came here, so.
And I'm trying to find Power Master. We'll when at the end we'll Google image some of these guys so people can kind of get a better idea of what they look like. Some of the guys in this show make it, but they're called something else or whatever. And Lio Kaiser just got re-released not too long ago, except they got rid of Leozak, who's literally my favorite character. They got rid of him and they put Deathsaurus as the centerpiece.
Yeah, as for Leo Kaiser, that's weird.
I just watched one of the YouTube channels that does the Transformer toys, and I was like, what WTF?
That's strange. They just released Deathsaurus as a Hasbro Pulse thing, I think like last year.
I mean,
I didn't back. I haven't backed any of those, but
As Repulse
spending
is
$1,000 on a toy, man.
it's also if you're in we're all three this time we got 3 guys in Canada here, and like
Yeah.
it's absolutely it basically whatever the price that they put, add $30 to that price and then double that price, and that's what it's going to cost me.
Yeah. Yeah, just get a vintage thing. If you're gonna pay that much for a new thing, just go get a bunch of Kenner like play sets or something.
I'll tell you right now, you're not getting any of these damn toys vintage. I've been on eBay since we started Victory. I'm like, oh, I got to get Leo Zach. Right, it's like $500, like loose, nothing, slightly damaged. I'm like, oh, okay. In the box, the cheapest I found for Leo Zach in the packaging, $1,500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the little guys that form the head, those guys are super expensive.
Okay, there's a guy on eBay selling the little guy, like Leo Zach's little lion character, and his helmet, right?
Yeah.
Like the turquoise helmet. That is like $250. It's like, I mean, it's literally like this big. Like
it's that or like a month of groceries. It's like,
and then okay, so I went to Steve's place the other day, and they do have toys. They do have a Toys R Us, so I did buy this, just because we just watched this episode.
Yeah,
and my wife has Captain Kirk on her desk. So I had this goop monster. So when she woke up, I had the goop monster attacking Captain Kirk, and she's like, "Oh no, he's gonna get killed by that thing." This is
the Tasha Yar thing.
This is the Tasha Yar killer.
Yeah.
This blob. Yeah. So this was $5. What a disgusting waste of money. But like, anyways,
was that $5? Or are they just marking them down now?
No, they're marking them down because it was like 13 or something before.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Okay, wait. Episode 9, Sean. What's episode 9 called in that DVD thing?
It was the Clash.
It's a clip show.
Heroes, no? Hold on.
So that
the
one
Clash
was
of Two Heroes is a clip show.
It's a clip show. So let's skip that one.
Yeah, this is the Golden Girls of Transformers. Like almost everything's a clip show. It's crazy. It's like what the?
I was surprised. There were like 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's they have like 7 to end off the series for some reason. I don't know.
Okay, so what's the next one?
They did that in Japan, but this one was excessive. I don't know why. So
what's
after
the next
that
one, Sean?
is the new Warrior Hellbat.
Hellbat. Okay, so that should be this.
Yeah, it says it right there.
Hellbat, here he is.
Yeah. Heckbat if you're PG-13.
There. Okay, so it's hard to pause these exactly without getting nailed. So this is okay. So Sean, you want to read this? So the way we do this, Steve, is Sean's going to read the synopsis, then we'll just talk about it.
Sure.
Hold on. All right. The new Warrior Hellbat. Braver invents a device that tracks Decepticon brainwaves just in time for it to detect the evil deeds of the Breast Force's newest member, Hellbat. See, we've gotten over our threshold of giggling whenever we say Breast Force. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Steve has it. I was like, what is Sean? Where's Sean going with this statement? We've gotten over what? Like, Breast Force? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's like go back to stream 1. As soon as we said breast force, it shouts like boob force, tit force. Like it's like everything's. It's like okay.
And then after a while, they got tired of it. Yeah.
It's what was it in? Was it in Austin Powers? Mole. Yeah. Mole. Just get it out of your system. Just get it out. All right. So, do you remember this one, Steve? This is Hellbat's introduction. Okay. So, what did you think of this? Not knowing what the hell's going on.
I gotta admit, I was kind of because I think I started with the one before it.
Okay.
And I think I watched even the first couple just to get an idea of how it kicks off, and then I jumped to these episodes, and I was kind of like, this dude's doing yoga and mind controlling people at the same time. He's hilarious, but I grew to like him as the series goes on. He's got a little bit of Starscream in him. So prior to this, Leo Zach is the Starscream to Deathsaurus, but then they added Hellbat as a Starscream to Leo Zach.
And then Nate Kibbets,
And then and then we're gonna get to Skyhawk, and then that Cobra guy,
Death Cobra, who like dies in 1 second.
Death Cobra,
amazing lead up for Disco Poof. You got Boba Fett.
Oh my god!
You got Boba Fett. Yeah, I love that it's like Death Cobra. What was it? Mystery Man? Get Death Man. Death Man is dead. Remember it with Greg Kinnear, Captain Amazing, where he's trying to get the villains out of prison to fight them, and he's like, "I'll get Death Man. He was good." It's like Death Man's dead. It's like, oh, it's like Death Cobra is dead. Okay, yeah. I had the same reaction. Got Hellbat. He comes in. He's this. I can't. Let me see if I can show this without. I hope like it's always tough with these.
His move is absolutely amazing.
Oh. Ooh, it's like the crane technique, psychic blast thing. What else happened here? Yeah, the brain wave thing. Leo Zach is able to capture that detector, but then it's only for Decepticons, so that was kind of crappy. The guy, was it Gripper? My problem with this, so yeah, gets the stabbing through the leg or whatever.
Knee or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, my problem with this series is that the Autobots are not distinctive enough for me to I don't know their names, whereas the villains are way better. But
yeah, the Autobots
Sean, what do you think?
Together, yeah. For whatever reason, he's one of the few that has two names. He's Gripper in the States. I don't know if it was released here. And
I don't think so.
And he's blacker in Japan. And I don't even know why that is. Like, and some of them like Blue Bacchus. Like, what does that mean? Does he drink a lot? Like I don't know what's happening here. So yeah.
And okay, so are we using? Yeah, the other thing, we're using the Japanese names, right? Hellbat or whatever.
That's the only name of this guy.
Is that the only name? Okay.
Yeah, because a lot of these guys didn't come here, so
they never got renamed or recolored. Yeah. Some of them did get recolored as other characters. Like Leo Zach shows up and he's like, I think he's like pink or something or whatever. It's just like
weird. I have notes somewhere for.
We'll look it up.
Guys. There's two guys that come in from one episode. I can't remember who they were now.
So Hellbat again, Steve, you thought he was a bit weird, but then you grew to like him as it went on. Sean, you thought he was all right.
I always liked the Hellbat. Yeah.
Okay. All
really
right.
Cool.
So I mean, there's not much to discuss again specifically with this one. See, like I know that Stakeout, and I like who's this guy? Like I don't know who is that Gripper?
I thought that's Gripper. No.
Yeah. Okay. Could be Gripper.
Red color scheme on his arms and legs, I think.
Yeah, I'm just not 100%. You know what I'm saying? Like I know this is Stakeout for sure, right? I don't know.
Stakeout is the American name. Yeah, I can't remember his Japanese name. The thing is that this DVD, because it was sold in the States, is the American names. So, and it's that for like all of them.
Oh, okay.
And Steve, you mentioned dubs before. I can't remember if we're live at that point, but like I have the first time I saw these was in these terrible dubs. I think they came from I think they're UK dubs or something like that. Yeah, they're Hong Kong dubs. That's what they are. Right. And it's like two men voicing everybody. Yeah. But they use all the European names. So I was like really lost with that too. But I think that's the one where they call Ginray Optimus Prime. They're just like Optimus. Yeah.
Yeah. And actually
Mr. Optimus Prime. That's his name.
Steve came in on a good time because this kid is pretty cool. Gene. The other kid, Jan or whatever, it's Gene the way it's subtitled here, but the other kids are somewhat a bit irritating. Some of the other ones, though, I didn't mind them as much in Super God. But anyway, so there's
so his father died in the first episode or whatever.
Right. Yeah. Yes, his father was
and never comes back. He's dead.
Oh, here's the stabbage. Getting the big stab here. There's Leo Zach, my favorite character. Honestly, Leo Zach is going as one of my favorite characters ever on Transformers. He's like
Transformers, yeah,
he's tight. Like he's
cool. I do like him a lot.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. We've got a lot of episodes, so let's move on. Number 11. So what's number 11 called on the DVD? Maybe I should go get. Oh, you know what?
DVD is Attack the Shuttle Base.
Attack the Shuttle. Yes.
So
attack the shuttle base.
The Breath Force attack a spaceport in order to steal a shipment of energy. Wash, rinse, repeat. um, air date June 6, 1989.
These are yes. So this series is very repetitive, especially this block. It wasn't like that in the other ones. I feel that Headmasters is the best. Super God is still pretty awesome, but this one, everyone has a different awesome thing about it. This one, the Decepticons are super awesome, the formations are killer, and there's a lot of fighting. Yeah. But the stories and characterizations of the Autobots is a bit low. But the other two, like Super God Master Force, has really high characterizations because it's the humans merging, and there's a lot of dynamic with the characters. There's like the three kids, and they're unique from each other. There's like some ancient tribe kid. There's like the super preppy smart. It's basically Hermione.
Right.
It's like a Hermione character. Like it's like, so all of these different kids come together. Like, okay, they're cool. They become junior headmasters. So it's all about
bad guy kids, and then they get betrayed by the Decepticons. So
bad guy kids join the Decepticons because they're upset with like they're just like, oh, we're treated like outcasts, like screw it. So you're like, holy shit, they join. And then even the Decepticons, there's the king and queen, and they're like these alien king and queen, and they become Overlord, and they merge together. I mean, it's the first it's the first Transformer. I was like, what the shit? I'm like,
it's a man and a woman.
It's a man and a woman together. I was scared.
But they're being led by an alien entity, and who wants to destroy humanity, and then they get conflicted. They're like, well, we don't want to destroy humanity. We are humans, So, but then they become fully robots. They make a choice. So
some of the humans.
It's a whole thing. It's like it's very
that's pretty deep,
dramatic. Yeah.
Oh, dude, Super God. So the action isn't as pumped up as this one, but then the story's much better. So you got to pick which one you think. Like for me, Headmasters has the best mixture. Mm-hmm. But Super God's story is good.
This one is trying to be season 1 and 2 of the American show. It's trying to go back to basics with just like the bad guys are trying to get energy, the good guys are trying to stop them and save humanity, and that's it. And what I do love about this, we made fun of this a bit in the last time, was it almost always ends with that whole music and with Star Saber waxing about humanity. Oh, humanity, we must protect it. And there's like a sunset or something, and
Okay, so any thoughts on this particular one, or?
What did I write? Dash Tacker is attacked by Drillhorn. Kill Bison takes on. There's a lot of fighting towards the end.
Oh, yeah, the one thing is, you're right. It was just so much action in this. It's no time to get bored, really. And you're right. That my big beef, and J-Man, you're exactly on point with this one. Star Saber is so like alpha in this show.
Oh yeah.
He's almost like Tuxedo Mask, where he like denigrates everyone's contributions. It was so weird. Like no one else stands out, and you're just waiting for him to do his transformation, and that's it.
Yeah. You're actually waiting. Oh, Star Saber comes in. Dun, 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 dun. Here comes the music. He does big whoosh, goes there, and then he just destroys, and then that's the end of it. It's like Power Rangers. You're just waiting for the formation. It's like bring on the Megazord, because it's not going to be over till the Megazord comes in. So you're just waiting.
And then they get
the
sword, and then it's done. Yeah.
And then and you always think, why didn't they just immediately transform into that or whatever? Right? It's different in later Power Rangers seasons, though. So there you go. Definitely later, guys. I put some links up. Make sure you're subscribed to Comics Asylum, and make sure we're simultaneously streaming this. So if you're watching on my channel, please make sure you're subscribed to Sean. If you're watching on Sean's channel, please subscribe to me. I appreciate it. All right, so I'll just like get the kind of like go through. Yeah, you got your two guys, Hellbat and Leo Zach together. It was Hellbat, Leo Zach. Leo Zach just looks awesome to me. Again, here's two guys. Is this part of the Multiforce, or I don't you know what I mean? Like, I don't remember where they are.
Yeah, I will say between this episode and the next one, they both take place on tankers, and it confused the hell. I was like, did I just see this, or what's happening? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
you're like
true.
back to back.
So let's go to the next one then. What's the next one called, Sean?
Tanker hijack operation.
Part 2.
June 1589. So no, it's just another tanker adventure. It's like, they had the same models. They're like, let's just use them again. The backgrounds and all. Dino King's in this.
So what was I saying here? This is where they think they introduced the Dark Nebula Fortress in this one, but the Decepticon, the oiler tankers, Drillhorn, the Dino Force guys. Okay, so see again, the Decepticons are much cooler. They've got Lio Kaiser's guys, who he hasn't formed Lio Kaiser yet, but they've got the Breast Force guys. So Decepticons have Breast Force and they have Dino Force, and the Autobots have the Multi-Force, Brain Masters.
Force, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The Dino King and the Dino Force or whatever. We got that, but it was different shells, so they weren't dinosaurs. They were just monsters, like rubbery pretender shells.
Mm-hmm.
I like the look of those guys. They were pretty neat. But yeah,
and we'll take.
There's a lot of fun. So Gripper, Laster, and Saber battle Dino King. And Deathsaurus, I think this is the first time we see him hurl like fireballs and stuff.
That's pretty cool.
I don't think we saw that before. I forgot when they introduced the Thunder Arrow. They use it all the time. It's like their big spaceship. I don't even think they never made a toy of that. It's not like GoBots where you could just make a playset of these small things.
I didn't even friggin' know. Yeah, okay, yeah. I think I noted when that first appeared. But the city's going to be destroyed in this one if they're not able to win or whatever. So that's kind of added a little bit. There's the tower, the bombs was in that big tower or whatever. But you did have Starsaber fighting all of those guys like at the end. That was pretty neat.
Right.
That's pretty much all I noted for this one. What did you think of this one, Steve? Or do you remember if you've seen it? Because I know you watched stuff on YouTube. So
I do like this one as well, and I was really feeling it as the episodes were kind of going on.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get to some of the later ones because there's even a reference to where we're from in some of the later episodes.
Oh yeah. That's been in some of the other ones too.
I really have to. I got some stuff to say about that.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna stand on business with that episode.
Yeah,
but it had this like what I'm getting from the season from the episodes I'm watching is this is kind of like it's Transformers meets Mission Impossible James Bond. It's like different city, all these kind of like espionage tropes or heists. There are different locales every different episode. I was really enjoying it because it's kind of got a really different vibe from what I remember Transformers like G1 that I would have watched originally to have. So I wasn't expecting this kind of a feel to it, and I was enjoying it. And the humans were not like super annoying. So I was enjoying what I was watching, other than Starsaber stealing the spotlight all the time.
Yeah. We can answer this in the chat if you want. What would you want to be? And if you guys want to chat the Joe Dog, I'd probably just, I don't know, I guess I'd be in I like JSA, actually. I like the Justice Society.
Yeah, I'd be a JSA guy.
Yeah, okay,
Justice League of America is too much pressure.
Teen Titans for me, even though I'm old. That was my jam when I was a kid.
Yeah. Joe Dog loves Titans. So here's Deathsaurus, who's pretty awesome.
Yeah, great design. And did you notice this? Like, it's sometimes because I'm not familiar with these characters, I'm like, Voltron? Like, just on first look, they're almost like some of them are taking cues from other, giant robots, other mechs.
Once you pass Headmasters in the first half, about halfway through Headmasters, Hot Rod, Cup, RC, and all of those guys, Optimus Prime dies, they all leave to go find a new home because Cybertron is destroyed. So when Scorponok destroyed Cybertron.
Yeah.
And then they went off to find a new home. In the meantime, Fortress Maximus or Cerebros.
Yeah.
Cerebros. God, I can never. I always think he's that stupid dog. It's not that. Just the name. Cerebros takes over leadership of the Autobots to fight Scorponok and his guys. From that point on, it starts to slowly become a Japanese anime that is only almost name only. But Wheeljack, Jazz, they're going to be in this series.
Yeah, they're coming back.
They're coming.
Like,
Yep.
on the series.
They'll be in the next stream. The next time we do this.
Wheeljack died in the movie, but I guess they rebuilt him or something. I don't know.
He's too good, and he looked like garbage in that Beast thing.
I can't remember who you said this about. You said, I think it was probably Star Saber. You said, J-Man, that he looks too Gundamish to you.
It looks like a Gundam.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
We'll see if we can see him. I really like all. There's the Dino Force guy. See, that's cool, man.
Yeah. The toys are tiny as hell. It's so funny that they're like giant, like dinosaurs in this. Because to scale with the other toys, they're like tiny.
See if we can get a good shot of any of these guys. Well, you got to see. Okay, so here you got to see when Star Saber is his full form. Yeah. See, like, look.
Yeah.
There's a Dino guy.
Yeah, they're running off.
Dino Force guy or Dino King. No, it's not gonna. There's Leo Zach. I'll press the button, guys. I'll press that damn. But there he is. See, it looked like Gundam.
Mm-hmm. Kind of, yeah.
You could definitely tell because we're watching these Transformers. I'm watching them on my big screen TV in the living room, and my wife. So I said, my wife's like, "Oh, I can tell you're into the Japanese ones now because it's like you just need to see it for 2 seconds." You're like, "Oh, yep, this looks like an anime." She reads manga.
Right.
So she knows. She's like, yeah, oh, there you go. So yeah, it's like Voltron here. And I haven't watched Go Line in a while. Maybe we should do that. And I actually have all of. So I actually have I have Voltron and Go Line, and I have Vehicle Voltron, and I have our Super Dirugger 15. Which is what Voltron season 2 is.
Right. Yeah.
And I've watched quite a bit of that. It's awesome. But there's 15 guys. Imagine a kid trying to get 15 to combine. Like, what the heck?
It's the vehicle one, right?
That's Vehicle Voltron. Yeah. I like Dirugger a lot. It's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So okay. So we're done with that one. So what's the next one called?
The next
Tanker
one
again?
is the Eclipse Show. It's a Move Out Breast Force.
Okay. So get rid of that one.
Sorry, attack. What's it called in this DVD? The Chest Force Attack. Whatever. Okay, so the next one after that is Rescue Jean.
Okay, so Rescue Mekon would be this
or Rescue
one.
Jan or whatever. It's Jan in the Japanese thing.
So yeah, go ahead and read the synopsis for that one then.
Hang on for a second.
I actually wrote Tanker again in my notes. I'm like again, like what is happening here? This is all first time watch, so I could do the shill or not the shill. It would be Gen X. What is it? It'd be Gen X first reaction, first time watching whatever reaction. Oh, he's kidnapped! Oh my god! Like I gotta do the fake. Oh. How do these people watch these movies? Because I watch first time reactions on my favorite movies, Conan the Barbarian. So I watch first time. Gen Z watches first time at Conan. And I'm like, you're talking through this whole goddamn movie. You're missing the beautiful music. It's like, how do you watch these movies? I sit there and mesmerized when I watch any movie. I watch Accountant 2. I'm like, oh, this is pretty good. I'm watching it and like proper watching it, right? Like
soaking it all in.
Soaking it, not pausing it, be like, oh, that was pretty good, camera. Like, what are you doing? Like, you're missing all the cool shit. Conan, that's almost a silent film. It's all told through music and mood, right? Like, what are you doing? Anyway, sorry. Sorry, go ahead, Sean.
Hellbat invades the shuttle base and kidnaps Jean and Holly, and that's basically it. And kind of tortures them.
Yeah.
There's always the debate among Transformers fans. Could you have imported these and overlaid the Sunbow music and the voices, and would it have worked? And I like for Headmasters, probably not. It would have been very. Everyone dies, so I don't, and I don't know if they would have allowed that at that time. Something like this, I don't know. I think kids are so attached to Optimus Prime, they have to bring him back. I think that was the fear in the States. Like moving on to new leaders probably wasn't in the running for Hasbro. I think they were just like, we're not doing that again. We did it, didn't work. We're never going to go back to that well.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, what do you like? It's hard to say. I don't know. I didn't cry when Optimus Prime died in the theater. I really like Hot Rod and I really like Ultra Magnus. I think I've got my only vintage G1. I only have 2 vintage G1 toys that I still own. One is Ultra Magnus, which I bought when Sean knew me, so it's not from childhood. And I've got a Chrome Dome that has no head, so that's a pointless toy. That's the only 2 vintage. As a kid, I had many vintage toys, including Optimus, but I had Wreck-Gar. I liked the movie. I think after I saw the movie, that's when I was like, whoa. Like, because I used to watch Transformers, I'd watch it, but like He-Man was like, oh yeah, He-Man's the best. And probably G.I. Joe was second because I had a lot of G.I. Joe toys. Transformers, the toys were too expensive, so I couldn't get that link to the toys. So, but then when I saw the movie, I was like, oh, holy shit, this is like way better than anything He-Man's doing, anything G.I. Joe's doing. This movie is like real deal. So kids were all crying. I was like, you guys messed up. This is awesome. Like we got, so then I told my grandfather, okay, we need to start buying some of these Transformers toys. And then it was all the movie ones. So I like Galvatron better. Like I liked Galvatron. I liked Hot Rod. I liked Cup. I liked all of those movie guys.
They're all like 3 times the price of He-Man toys.
And they're all 3 times the price of He-Man toys. So you got to pick one, and you kind of hope you can get him or whatever. But
yeah. So
I don't know, like, yeah, kids, like if He-Man's not there, it's not the problem is the brand was Optimus Prime, not Transformers.
Yeah.
That's
yeah. The thing is, the toys were still supported by the toys too. In that, like, you would see the commercials, so you want to see some animated support for that, and there wasn't any for like a long time. So would it have worked? I think it would have. I don't know. I mean,
Steve, what do you think? Could they have done these, or at least the ones you've seen here?
It's kind of interesting because seeing Optimus Prime without Peter Cullen's voice, I'm like, what's going on here? Like it was a big disconnect.
Yeah.
So I was fine going in another direction and watching it and not having it be there, because like when you think about it, it's a different story. Like you can have those kind of references to the legacy characters, but as long as the stories are good, it should be fine. That's how I feel about it. At least.
Yeah, if there's toys, like the toys are awesome. They start getting pretty innovative. Like some of these toys are crazy. Like even like G1 Scorponok or vintage Scorponok is like crazy, right? But like some of these are like Power Master. Yeah, I like Pretenders.
Yeah, where the Pretender shell can transform and
Jesus Christ.
can transform, and it's like, what the hell's going on, man? The world's come unglued. Like,
yeah.
No. So the tanker again, live by the computer, die by the computer. That was a funny line I wrote down. Hellbat sneaks into the Autobots. Yeah, Brainmasters, Gene and Stakeout are captured. Yeah, go to you and Hellbat are there. Gene. They put the color bars over the camera. That's where he paints. He paints the color bars to put over top. So it's that is Mission Impossible, Steve. You said it.
Pretty much.
You actually said it. That's hilarious. That is Mission Impossible. That's what they did that in.
Yeah.
Oh, it was part 1 or 2 or whatever.
I think it was 2, but I can't. It might have been 1 actually when he did the descent.
It was 1.
Yeah.
It was 1. You're right. The descent part. By the way, I love Mission Impossible Part 2. That's my favorite. John Woo rocks. Anyways, separate stream. Once I see this, the final reckoning.
We have to talk.
Oh yeah, because John, like I love Mission 2. It's John Woo. Tom Cruise has TC, long hair, bikes. That's patented John Woo. If anyone uses a motorcycle, you're like, that's just a John Woo tactic. Stop it. It's got the bikes. You got the martial arts at the end. You got that guy who's just a bag. He's equal to Tom Cruise. He
was actually supposed to be Wolverine. Duke Gray Scott.
Shit, that would have been interesting. Mission Impossible TV show. Oh yeah, I never watched it. The movies are not the show though. That's the other.
I liked it as a kid, but
the base Scorponok figure was. Michael Bay's figure. Oddly enough, Michael Bay. You'd think it'd be bigger and more like badass. It's Michael Bay. Like, why are they smaller? Michael Bay. Okay, so any points on this one? Are we? Steve, Sean, any other points on this one?
Punchline is Hellbat steals Gene's homework. That's the big.
Oh yeah.
And Desaurus is really mad. I like that. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, that was fun. All right. Okay, what's 15? I can chapter through if people want to see kind of. There's not really anything like, there's some good fights here. There's the computer stuff, and then so they steal the homework. There's a stakeout. Oh, there's I do like the chibi.
Yes.
Little characters in between. That's fun. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, look at those guys. Those guys are. Oh man, that's crazy! Look at this.
Yeah,
he's threatening them, and
crush him. They crushed a guy in. They're splatting them in the new Transformers comic from Skybound.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Starscream loves squishing the humans.
yeah.
In that comic, yeah.
Oh, awesome. Oh man, look how awesome this guy is. This guy's the best. All right, so what's the next one called? This is with Mark Tackle or Mac Tackle?
They form Mac Tackle, yeah.
Mac Tackle. But then they do Tackle Mac or something at one point. They reverse them or whatever.
You gotta switch it up sometimes,
Yeah. All right, so what was that one called?
Mac and Tackle, investigating a mysterious land subsidence in Canada, somewhere in Canada. Mac and Tackle uncover the Breast Force's latest plot.
Is that this one? We'll let Steve go first on this one because he wanted to talk about the Canadian.
You mean the American Canadians?
The American Canadian?
It almost felt like they were Americans and they just said it's in Canada.
Right.
Yeah.
The way that they portrayed the people. So I had a good chuckle at that.
It felt kind of like Alberta or Saskatchewan or something.
Yeah, but if Alberta was actually Texas, if you understand what I mean, or like Wyoming or something.
Yeah.
Like this is the guy in it, right? The old timer guy.
So they've gone to Canada before, especially in Super God Master Force, and it's like all forest and stuff,
There are no cities, just wilderness.
That's right.
Yeah, most of what Japan knows about Canada is Lucy Montgomery stuff. It's like what's her name? Anne of Green Gables.
Yeah.
Like they've made something like 3 different anime. There's a Emily of New Moon one, and there's two Anne of Green Gables ones that I know of. So whenever they go back to that well, it's like, oh no, it's trees and stuff, or it's like prairies or whatever. Yeah.
BC's close, right? So that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Mountains and wilderness.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the old timer.
Is he a prospector? Like, what's happening?
Like, what is this guy?
Saloon doors and stuff. It's like,
yeah.
I don't know what's going on with this guy. Like, who is that guy? Like, I can't. Is that Tackle or Mac? Like, I don't know who anyone is. They're not doing a good job of like marketing. The thing with the original, or like, let's say season 1 characters, because they're all unique cars.
Yeah,
there's that way to distinguish them, and then they all have completely different personalities, and they usually match their vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
So Blaster's like Blaster's a tape thing, but he's like a DJ sounding guy, like playing music for guys. So it's like, oh yeah, I Blaster's my favorite. So it's like, yeah, Blaster, he's awesome. And then it's like, okay, Optimus Prime's leader, and then Bumblebee's a little guy. Like, oh yeah, he's a little bug character. Okay, so it's like you knew who they were based on the Police Prowl. It's like you could tell who they were, and that was their personality. Here, they're just vehicles, and they don't really they're not personalities. Like Stakeout is like a goofy guy. It's like, well, shouldn't you be more like I would have made him like Dirty Harry or something, right? Like,
But Stakeout isn't his name. That's the thing. Like you're watching like the American version of the subtitles, and he's not cop related at all. But yeah, no, Sunbow knew what they were doing. I always maintain like Sunbow was probably the best producer of those, and their pairing up with Toei Animation was great. Right. Here it's like they don't make a lot of use of the toy features. They're not really selling you on the toys. It's like you'd forget sometimes that their big thing is that they combine to form a vehicle or whatever. The Brain Masters are barely used. You wouldn't even know that they're supposed to be little guys that go into a bigger guy. It's like it's just the robot and that's it. So yeah, they're not really selling them well in this show. But yeah.
Yeah, Kill Bison, Jalguar or something. Hellbat's one of the
Jalguar. I think his name is.
Ninjutsu. They mentioned ninjutsu here. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Kill Bison. Yeah, there's the water.
Is this the episode where they switch up? They combine in a different order this time?
Yes, I think it's this one. Yeah.
Yes,
I think so. Which was an interesting thing because I didn't think that it was interchangeable. I thought they all had their own sequence, so it was interesting.
Well, that's the thing. Like with the combiners that we got, they're supposed to be part of the whole scramble feature in Japan, where you could put another guy for an arm or another guy for the leg, but they never did that in the American one, and they were all about that in the Japanese shows. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, sure, I guess you could do that. I never thought of that.
Even in Super Sentai, like versus Power Rangers, you can form. Like I watched like Dino Force. So the last two American ones were Dino Force and Cosmic Force. But those I went back and watched the Super Sentai whatever Dino Force was based on, and those could interchange too. Like you could put like a leg and an arm and form another guy. Like it's a lot of weird things. Like they don't all have to be all the colors together forming one big super guy.
Cool.
Some of them could just combine, like 2 or 3 can go together and be a guy. Yeah. So this combiner thing, this is like heavy Japanese. I think in America, they're thinking, okay, you need the leg. Oh, I don't have the leg. Yeah, but okay, that guy could be a leg too if you want, and then just use another. And you could put a Stunticon, like you could take a Stunticon and put him with Computron if you want to.
Do that if you wanted to. And that was the whole point of the Japanese concept of the toys, but they never showed that in the American show. But in the other one, in the Japanese, like in Scramble City, they show that feature.
Even and just so Steve, so you know, Headmasters, they're not aliens; they're just small Transformers.
Yeah.
And like they become a head, and that shell body, they can go into any one of them. So Chrome Dome is just the head, and he can go into Highbrow's body, and when he goes into Highbrow's body, his power changes.
Different, yeah.
The power levels are actually different. Yeah. So you can combine. You can try to figure out the perfect like maybe Chrome Dome should go on Highbrow's head, and Hardhead's head should go on Chrome Dome
to get out of a situation or something like that. Yeah, and they do that in the show.
They do that.
And you could do that with the toys, but they never showed that in the American show.
Right.
You know what's crazy though? Because like when you think back to like Star Avengers,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
Here in North America, you had the 3 ships that gave you 3 different robots.
Right.
When they combined differently, and they all had different attributes, right? Star Dragon, Star Arrow, and I think Star
I didn't have any of those or whatever, so I'd say I didn't even know that. That's so cool. See, that is neat.
Force 5. Did you watch that?
Force 5 is amazing stuff. Yeah,
it was on CFMT. It was so every day was a new show, and then they continued on. So every Monday was like, I don't know, Star Avengers, something like that.
Yeah.
I was gonna get before that one guy shut down. I was gonna get that, and then I didn't get it. But anyway,
I'm looking at that. Yeah, so
you probably find them on YouTube, right? But yeah.
Oh. By the way, once we're done Victory, we're going to do Brave Star. So if you want to come on for Brave Star, and I can loan you my copies of Brave Star because I do have I buy everything. It doesn't matter what it is. It's like Brave Star. Oh yeah, that was awesome. Buy it. Like I don't care. I have to have it immediely. Like I got the manga. I have all the Transformers manga for this because the manga interconnects in between episodes.
Wow.
It's super weird. So I can actually read all of it. Yeah. I'm missing all the. We're doing Brave Star. Yeah.
Brave Star is amazing, man.
Oh,
Skeptic is very young. He doesn't know.
Look it up.
Yeah.
It's a native guy. First of all, natives are awesome. Like that's a fact.
Yeah, he's a native.
Spirit is the best. Like every native. I love native, and yet my uncle is native, but that has nothing to do with it. I liked it before that. I didn't know he was native as a kid. I just like, there's uncle. But like, I love the natives. Brave Star is like, why do they do that? Every time they talk about representation, it's always a lame ass representation. Why do they do representation? Why don't they do representation where the guy's a badass? You watch Brave Star, you're like, oh yeah, Brave Star's awesome, right? And then you're like, shit, like instead it's late, you're 26. Yeah, that's young.
Yeah. That would have been way before his time. Or their time.
Way before.
Yeah. Are you really 26? I thought you were a little older than that.
Really older. He looks like he's like, oh my god. All right. What's the next one?
It is, where are we here? That was this.
16.
Oh, that's the Canadian one, right? Yeah. So
the asteroid belt thing?
Yeah, a fierce battle of the asteroid. Yeah.
Yeah. The Bermuda Triangle of space.
Yeah. Yes.
So when spaceships begin disappearing in the asteroid belt, Star Saber disguises himself to investigate personally.
So you're right, Steve. This is the Bermuda Triangle. Thunder Arrow. So I believe this is it. This is where it's
Yeah, they use the Thunder Arrow. The only thing the thing about Japanese cartoons is they keep lifting sound effects and stuff from other stuff. And like on this ship that these humans are in, they take a bunch of bridge sound effects from Star Trek. It's like it's unmistakable.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Later on, you're gonna see in one of these episodes, you're gonna see 3PO and R2, but we'll get to that.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, I like this. I like that he's on this like that disc. It's like it's one of Jack Kirby's Mr. Miracle disc. And this kid literally is on that all the time. Like look at that. That's awesome.
It's the only way to keep up with these guys.
That's true.
He'd be out of frame too, right? On a lot of the shots.
You're right.
Was there a different animation team on this one? Because it looks like his design's slightly different than in previous episodes.
Than it was before.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, it could be.
It might be.
Yeah, this is Wing Raver, right?
Wing Waver? Yeah.
Wing Waver.
Yeah, but Wing Waver is a multi for like it's two guys, but you wouldn't know that because he's just Wing Waver right now.
I'm completely stunned. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I think you always show him as Wing Waver. It's Wing and it's Waver. And then,
okay.
And then
my god, mind blown! I'm watching these.
Learned that just now.
Wow, I got it. That's going to be one of the shill clips. Sort of.
Exactly.
Oh my god. Yeah, mind blowing. You must have nobody liked that. That's what's called crap representation. Nobody wants to. After you watch the show, you're supposed to want to be the person. Like after I saw Lando in thing, I was like, oh, Lando's clearly the best. I need to get a cape. I need to get that bald guy to help me out. And it's like I need to get the figures. I bought all the figures. I've got vintage. Oh, I have every vintage. You're supposed to want to be the person, and that's representation. You're not supposed to be like, oh, this character sucks. I don't want to be this guy. There's negative representation, that's for sure. But if you're supposed to have positive, where you walk out, like everyone likes Danny Trejo. You walked out of Machete, and you're like, oh, this guy's clearly the best person of all time. It's like that was positive. There is negative, but that was unintentionally negative. Everyone's like, yeah, Echo sucks. I don't want to be Echo. No little girl walked out saying, watch that show. Say, man, I can't wait to be Echo when I grow up. It's like, no. Anyways.
Yeah, all this was Toei Animation, but it is different directors. I just don't know about the actual design team.
Right.
So
there's the source. Anything noteworthy on this one? Star Super powerful. There's a gas. Yeah, Star Super gets. Oh, he does get pulled in. Oh yeah, he's disguised. You mentioned that. There's another alloy or some bullshit thing. Like, geez.
Yeah, it's some new thing.
Did you guys notice on this one that they're doing a lot of transitions? Like, like,
yeah.
Yeah, I felt like all of a sudden there's one, but it's like it's just the same scene. Like it's like yeah, and you're like, and then they're just continuing again. Like you didn't. What happened? You didn't need that. Like that didn't go to another location. Like
no, they're cutting corners a lot, more and more and more and more. I think the second last episode we're going to do tonight, it's like. I think there's 3 different characters that have transformations, like super long ones, and they go through the full one twice for each guy. I'll get to it when we get there, but it's crazy. It's like, how many minutes was this? It's like 7 minutes you blew from this episode.
Yeah.
but yeah.
You know Danny from Spy. Oh, I love Spy Kids. I saw Spy Kids 2 in the theater by myself because none of my friends, including the guy below
I
me,
went
didn't-
with you to two.
Okay, so what a disgusting lie I just said. No. I saw it twice in the theater.
Okay,
I
so you
went by
saw
my-
it once alone by
I
yourself.
saw it once.
Okay.
I apologize. That
Yeah.
was a disgusting lie. I like that, but anyways, I went by myself. I love Spy Kids 2 particularly. That was awesome.
I saw 3 with you, the one with Stallone's the villain or
Yeah,
something.
it was-
and
Oh wow,
it's
yeah, I
like-
remember that one.
it's like
Oh,
3D. Yeah.
But Junie was wearing the big trench coat. That kid was awesome. That kid was,
Yeah,
and that when I saw that girl in Machete Kills or one of those, and that was the
little girl from I
was like it was a little bit. That was the first time where I was a bit disturbed. Like I was like,
should you be watching this? Yeah.
I was like, whoa! I was like, oh my god, this girl is like, oh wait, that's the Spy Kids girl. I was like, oh dear. That was like the Hermione moment or whatever. You're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So that was the first, because I don't care about. I do like Harry Potter, but I don't. I still to this day have not seen the last Harry Potter movie.
Still have not seen the last one. And
I saw the
I
first.
saw it on the Paramount or whatever it was, Crave or something, and I was like, yeah, I'm still not gonna watch it.
I'm gonna watch. I gotta watch it.
God.
Anyways, there's that disc again. Pretty neat. Oh, look at that, everybody. Okay, name any. This is the Multiforce. I don't know their names.
I think the problem too is like name what they turn into. It's hard, you know.
Yeah. Jet, car, like whatever.
I guess they're cars. I don't know.
Also, too, their color schemes are very similar.
Yeah.
So, like, you're not quite sure who's who all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting into Michael Bay territory.
Oh man, that first Transformers movie, I couldn't tell who was who because everyone was gray. It was kind of brutal.
Yeah.
That was brutal. I somebody described it as 2 hunks of junk rolling down a hill, and you're like, it's
right.
like, is that like you made Starscream and Megatron the same color, and you can't tell them. Like I can tell Optimus Prime is because he's the only one that has any color, and then they made Ironhide black. It's like, just make Ironhide red. What is the difference? Just make him red. Like, I don't understand why is he black. Like, I understand you can't get the vehicles because of the permits and the licensing fees and the rights, so you can't get every vehicle that they turn into. Okay, but there's no licensing on the color of the thing. Like, he's a black van, or make him a red van. Like, I don't understand. Like, just make it red. Like, who cares? Then I at least know that's Ironhide, the red guy. Like, anyways, I like Dino Force. They're kind of the jokey guys.
Mm-hmm.
They're like the putties or whatever in the first Power Rangers. There's that. What was this guy again? I don't know. This guy, I didn't even know this guy transformed. There's like this shuttle, right?
I just thought he was the shuttle. I don't know what his robot form is.
Yeah, he transforms at one point.
Galaxy Shuttle? No, that's not him. No. I don't know.
That was him. No?
Oh, is that guy? Hold on. Yeah, that's him. Galaxy Shuttle. Okay.
Yeah, he transforms. I was completely stunned. I was like, I didn't know.
Very
that.
on the nose name, but yeah. That's why I was like, is it just a ship or no?
I like this horny guy. He's pretty neat.
The horny guy, yeah.
Yeah, Drillhorn or whatever.
Drillhorn, yeah.
I like all of these guys. All of the Decepticons are wicked in this. There's the big guy talking to the guys.
Yep.
There's Gundam. Gundam, you're here. I don't know what the Gundam people are called, but if there's someone called Gundam, but
No,
I don't know. I have some Gundam toys because they look good, and I have a couple of the small ones that I've made. You know, you buy those model kits, and you're so excited because you go on YouTube and then they paint them all up, and then you're like, well, mine looks okay, but it doesn't look quite as good.
they're selling some of them at Dollarama for a bit.
Yep. Also, hey, you want a pro tip? Go to Canada Computers. They got tons.
Really?
And they have Transformers. They have Transformers there. I found, now I don't need them, but they had Metal Hawk and Metal Hawk already, but they have Transformers there. And pro tip, Canada Computers, there's a section. It's got Funko Pops, which everyone hates. That's fine. But if you pass that, They've got Gundam model kits. They've got the full thing where you can get the clippers and the paints and the pens. And then on the other side of that, they've got Transformers. They still got a Galvatron, Studio 86 Galvatron. They still have one, right? I just went to Steve's, the other Steve, this not the Steve down here. The Steve.
Okay, yeah. I don't think the one at Scarborough here is going to have all. I'll get check.
No, but why don't you check? I didn't think they'd have anything, and they had good stuff. All right, what's the next one called? The Micro. This is
Planet Micro, the Mysterious Warrior. So on the Planet Micro, Starsaber and the rescue team join forces with the wandering warrior Great Shot, which is really Six Shot, to foil Hellbat's latest plan. Tucker was like, "We're going to recolor Six Shot, name him Great Shot, and then we'll get another 50 grand or something out of that."
Looks like one of the wreckers or Wreckgar.
It looks like Wreckgar or someone, yeah.
Or what's the other guy? There's a few other guys, Scrapyard or something, or
really they named other guys.
They had them at Toys R Us. They have another one at Toys R Us.
Oh yeah, yeah. The MicroMasters, that's what they're kind of selling here, but they don't really show them do anything. So I don't know.
I read those. It's a lie. Ever since Wolverine or Deadpool and Wolverine came out, and Wolverine had the comic costume, everyone thought that was the greatest thing ever. That exposed the sickening lie that was told.
Yeah, Bryan Singer said that yellow doesn't show well on film. It's like that.
Yeah, remember when Bruce Lee wore yellow in Game of Death, and it was the greatest thing ever, and he looked like the most baddest ass person that ever lived. And then Uma Thurman, who obviously can't do anything as good as Bruce Lee, but when she wore that in Kill Bill, she was like, they're like, wow, this is the greatest thing we've ever seen. It's like the best she's ever been. It's like, what are you talking about? How come Bruce Lee can do this like 100 years ago and Quentin Tarantino can do it now? So clearly you don't have it clearly.
I hate when they badmouth things like that. It's like, just say you don't want to do it. Don't denigrate the history of the damn thing. It's like, anyway.
Whatever. You guys were probably the other guys were probably peg warmers.
Well, didn't Dick Tracy have the yellow jacket?
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah,
and that looked great. Charlie Brown has a yellow shirt,
Yes. Yeah. And there's a guy with a Charlie Brown shirt in Kill Bill.
Yeah,
and they make fun of him for that.
Yeah. When the colors pop, right? Unless you're going for a certain mood, I don't understand it.
Yeah.
If the colors pop, it just adds so much more. To the visuals.
And it makes it feel like it's coming to life, Stakeout's girlfriend is in here. Ginray.
Ginray's in this, yeah.
Ginray. So or Power Master Optimus Prime.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's what Blue Bacchus and Black Shadow.
Yes.
Which are Crossblades and Thunderwing elsewhere. Like they were recolored as those other characters in America, but they turn up here for this is the only time they turn up in this one episode.
It's
so,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Great Shot, which is Six Shot, right?
Six Shot, yeah.
He's a six. He's basically it's weird. He turns into the same things as Six Shot, but his robot form doesn't look like he should turn into those things, right? Is it weird? It feels weird to me.
Yeah.
Planet was on fire. Oh yeah, so Starsaber and Six Shot are buddies or something, right? Or what was it? Not Six Shot. Six Shot. Great Shot. Yeah.
Great Shot and Starsaber, yeah.
He was betrayed or something. That's right. He was all pissed off because he was betrayed. That was his big problem or whatever.
He's betrayed I think it's supposed to be the same character. He was betrayed in the last series. They've been trying to make him an anti-hero since Headmasters. So I don't know. In the States we had Six Shot and we had Six Change or something like that. What was the other guy called? Six Change in the toys was supposed to be Six Shot's son. Somehow they have kids. I don't know. But they never have Six Change or whatever that guy's name was in any of these shows. It's always a reiteration of Six Shot.
There's the GF.
Oh man,
yeah, the girlfriend. Yeah,
he did not present well.
Come on, buddy, you got to be better than that.
Yeah.
Oh no, you want to go out and everything? She's like, no, I'm doing shit. Like, get out of here.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like I'm doing stuff.
Cold shoulders the size of an iceberg.
Yeah. Hey Steve, I borrowed that movie precognition or something.
Right.
So I'm gonna because I'll watch
it. Give it a watch and let me know what you think.
It looked. Well, the trailer looked good, so my wife and I are gonna watch that one together. So there's movies that I just watch on my own, but then if she thinks it looks good, then we may as well watch it together because there's so few that we both want to watch. All right, so yeah, here's some of the other guys. Oh yeah, no, but Great Shot looks great. Let's face it.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get his full. Yeah. Holy crap, man! This guy's badass.
He's badass. He is totally badass.
Holy shit, John Woo double gun.
Absolutely.
He's gonna cross it. I know it. I know he's gonna cross it in one of the episodes. He's gonna do the cross arm thing. Oh man, yeah, this guy was awesome, man. One big reason you like Homecoming. There's nothing good about the Vulture was pretty good. They finally did this. They did the spider, right? No, the suit looks like poops in that one. The best suit is Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh, hands down. They got the eyes right.
Yep.
The webbing's right. The guy's build's right.
Yep. Yeah. Amazing Spider-Man 2 is a poopy movie, mostly because of the villains. Great. But Spider-Man looks awesome, and his attitude is awesome. Spider-Man. Talking to guys, and you know, I gave that a favorable review, and then I got beaten to bloody. I got my ass kicked. I thought, okay. I said, I'm reviewing it based on Spider-Man. The villains are total garbage. And you wasted a lot of good actors in that show, in that thing too. But Spider-Man looked very good. And I don't like any other suits after that really. No, although actually the very, very, very end of that one where he's swinging and it looked very colorful, maybe that suit will look good if they use that in the next one.
Very 70s. It's a very 70s, late 60s, 70s color.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, which I do like. So we'll see. That movie's gonna suck. Who am I kidding? All right. Okay. This episode's actually pretty badass.
I really like this episode. I think it's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a lot of action. You had the double cross, the partners going awry, and the heel turn. It's great stuff.
Yeah. This is probably one of the better ones. It feels like every so often there's one really great one. It feels like there's a few filler ones where it's like, oh, we got to get the thing. Okay. But then there's ones where they either introduce a guy that's important or something epic happens or something's revealed. So yeah, this is one of the better ones for sure. Yeah. Look at all these guys, man. They're freaking awesome. Yeah, Hellbat is sick too.
Oh yeah. Also too, I don't know if it's this episode, but the Decepticons actually start winning because they were taking a lot of L's on, and then they start to turn the tide a little bit in some of their missions or whatever happens. They start either getting the energy or destroying stuff.
Right.
And this show, one of the good things about this show, and this is one of the things that made Transformers, like after watching all of these shows, Transformers is the best one. I love He-Man, but it's like Skeletor never wins, and it never feels like he can ever really even have a chance. Like he's never threatening at all, and I love Skeletor. One of my favorites. I did meet the voice of Skeletor, signed my DVD or whatever. I love Skeletor, but he's never going to win. He's never going to have a chance. It's never going to ever happen, ever. Remember, the kids were writing in that they're saying that the kids were writing into information saying to Lou Scheimer, oh, can Skeletor win? The kids wanted Skeletor because he's so non-threatening that he became fun. And he makes fun of the villains, and the villains are goofy. They're never threatening. But in the Japanese ones, especially especially when they blow up Cybertron, like Scorponok destroys it. He's like, F it. If I can't have Cybertron, it's done. You're like, we're shocked. We actually, I didn't do the spit in my coffee out or whatever, but it's like, I was like, what? I'm like, wait, is it actually destroyed? I'm like, it's not actually, wait, it's destroyed. It's destroyed. I'm like, okay, it's actually destroyed. I'm like, there's still 2 more Japanese series after this, so there's no Cybertron. And I'm like, okay, like, they're never going to do that. I was like, they're never going to do that. And even in Voltron, people would die and they'd be like, oh, they went back for training. It's like, I don't think that they did.
Yeah, go watch Go Lion.
Yeah, go watch Go Lion. They're dead. D-E-D dead. All right, anyways. Love it. Oh, this is a great damn. Oh, yeah. He picks up the whole goddamn base.
Yeah. What? that was sweet. Oh
Anytime guys lift shit up is awesome. Like Spider-Man, and he was like,
that was like Hulk holding the mountain up kind of move or something.
yeah. And Hulk Hogan like is taking everyone's jumping on his back to get out of the out of the Silver Dome or whatever.
WrestleMania 4, I think. Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, I think it was 6 though.
I think it's 4. He says he's gonna body slam Andre the Giant.
Then that's 3.
Because crush the Eastern Seaboard.
Oh,
no. It's 4. He fights him again in 4.
Oh, in the tournament.
Yeah. Right, but he claims to destroy the Eastern Seaboard when doing that. And then everyone's gonna climb on his back and he's gonna like dog paddle to safety. Or whatever.
You're right. Yeah. So the girlfriend's like, "Oh, we're gonna get back together. Don't worry, everything's gonna be good." All right, number 18.
The only other thing is they say that Ginray is fighting Overlord in space.
Yes, they do mention that.
Right. So Overlord's the new like big bad in space, I guess. I don't know.
Right. Okay, next one is that Guy Hawk.
No. Yeah, Rescue Guy Hawk.
Guy Hawk.
The Breast Force seek to expand their ranks when they attack a prison in order to free their old comrade Guy Hawk, so they can freely kill off Death Cobra in like 1 second.
There's Guy Hawk.
He's having fun. Look at him.
Chilling in jail.
Yeah.
I'm having a good time from the war. I got to clip that from the Warriors. I know everyone wants the Warriors to come out to play, but when Luther's like, I'm having a good time. Guys, if you're having a good time, hit the like. Make sure you hit the like. Subscribe to everybody because everybody's the best. Or at least subscribe to everybody that's on this panel. I'll put some links up. And I'm going to add, since Steve, I think if you enjoy coming on, I'd like to have you on more often. I'm going to throw your, even if not, that's totally cool. Yeah. I've been enjoying your live streams a lot, except you guys start when I'm in bed.
Yeah, we're late. J-Man's a busy man, so our J-Man here, but our J-Man is also busy, so that's when we have our stream late on Wednesdays.
Yeah, so it's like I'll put in my earpiece.
Great comments too. Great comments. You always come in with some sweet comments, so it's all.
Yeah, and I do. Yeah, and I do like arguing, and then
yes.
But there's a lot of good. Actually, last stream there was a lot of good takes. So I was like, I can't argue with anybody on this panel, so I'm logging off. But I only like fighting with people, so I'm like, And I'll just troll on Facebook all the time. Like I will literally do troll comments. Nice. Like someone's like, James Gunn teases a surprise, and I said, yeah, the surprise is this movie's even more cringe than it looks. And then, everyone's angry. I'm like, God, what is your problem? Like, what do you? I like so many movies that people think are trash and make fun of me. It doesn't bother me. It's like I don't care. Like,
yeah,
I like Alex G. I'm saying Alex G is better than the Alan Moore comic. I still bought the Alan Moore comic.
That's interesting because I remember watching it and I had thoughts. I remember when I saw it in the theater, I was like, really? But anyway, this is a
we'll save that for Alex G because I loved it. I saw this in the theater, I was like, this movie's so awesome. I can't believe how awesome this is. And it's like, I thought that comic was kind of boring. People hate Hook. Oh, I liked Hook. Yeah, I had that on VHS. That was a great movie with Dustin Hoffman. All right, Guy Hawk.
Rufio. Anyway.
Rufio. I like that kid. He was what?
He's like a John Cena of the Pure Panel. Like paper champion, man. Just push him.
Oh my God. Yeah. Rufio kicked your ass. I'll tell you that much right now. He
probably would. I don't know.
Rufio. That was great. Okay, Hellbat and Leo Zach. Okay. So this is where he's kind of Hellbat is plotting. So Hellbat, Steve, I think you said this in the beginning. He's like the Starscream here, plotting against Leo Zach and trying to kind of gain favor. It's a little bit weird because Leo Zach is plotting. Well, he's he's the Starscream to Death Source's Megatron, but then Hellbat wants. It's almost like Hellbat. He's the Starscream to Leo Zach because he's part of Lio Kaiser, but he's super loyal to Deathsaurus. So he's sort of like a Soundwave / Starscream combination. It's a little weird, but makes him more interesting though.
There's almost like like I got a lot of Star Wars vibes in this one, and almost like a rule of two, like a Sith.
Yes.
Whereas like just everyone's arguing. All the Decepticons are at each other's throats, and it's like I can see why the Sith do a rule of two.
Yes, that's a good point. Yeah, and like the problem is that these guys need to combine. It's a little bit different. So typically we've seen combiners, you know, they like each other. The only time I think was Superion, where the aerial bot, the leader, was scared of flying. That was the only time one of the guys, like other than that, like Computron, everyone's together. They're good to, you know, the Stunticon, Bruticus, all these guys, they're all good to go with each other. But this one, they have to form one guy, but they all kind of are against each other in weird ways.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Also, climax. The climax in this, or one of the final battles, which kind of reminds me of Han and Ben Solo in Force Awakens. Is it Force Awakens? What the can't remember the one where they're on that platform.
Oh yeah, that's definitely Force Awakens is what my friend Clobberin times would call it.
I'm not a fan of the last three, but anyway.
Yeah.
That scene, like I really enjoyed this episode as well too. And it's almost like you see how this scene plays out in a 1989 cartoon, and you're like, that's how you do it, not how like that scene's great.
Yeah. Oh my God, you're right. This is a random Japanese cartoon which is made to sell toys. It doesn't mean, look, it's many things can be true at the same time. You want to sell toys. Okay, but you know how you sell toys? Make an awesome cartoon to get people to want to buy the toys. That's what people leave out in their, oh, it was just made to sell toys. Right. Semicolon, which is make a great cartoon in order to sell those toys, period. Not it's only made to sell toys, period. No. There's more to that sentence. If you make it, because everything is made to sell something. I walked out of Avengers in the theater, and I drove to Toys R Us from the theater. I was like, shit, I gotta buy everything there's. I told you I saw Black Panther, not Black Panther. That movie's okay. What's the one? Civil War, right? Yeah, I drove home from Civil War. I literally on the way back, Sean, I was like, I went to Toys R Us. I bought every Black Panther. I've got two medals. I got the plush toy. I got the Marvel Legends toy. I bought all the Funko Pops. I bought everything. I was like, Black Panther is my favorite. Well, no, Captain America is my favorite. I was like, Black Panther is like my second favorite character here. And then I didn't like him as much in the next one, unfortunately.
In his movie,
I didn't like him as much in his movie. I liked the other guy better in his movie. But anyway,
well, everyone did. That was the
better in the guy. I was like, wait a minute, this Killmonger guy's pretty bad. I was like, I don't know. And my wife also loved Black Panther. She's like, I really like this Black Panther guy. I said, yeah. So we watched it. We watched him. I was like, I don't know. I kind of like this other guy better. I'm like, what the shit happened? But anyways, that's the whole thing. And I also, So anyway, so I felt, and then I was like, okay, you know what? Captain America is back, and Doctor Strange is back to my number two. It's like put Doctor Strange back up. Anyway, so Black Panther went down. He went down a few. My wife's like, I think I like Doctor Strange better. I was like, yeah, I think I like that one better too. Anyways, for Eternals toys, nobody bought those. They're literally still there. They're still you can still buy Eternals toys at Steve's Toys R Us right now.
Oh yeah, I should get the whole set.
You can get them. No, you really shouldn't. This was done much better here than Force Awakens, which had big time budget, big time people attached to it. It's Disney money.
And it's all about the writing, though. It's those words.
Yeah.
It's like words are free. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, this guy's so awesome. Jesus Christ. Look how badass this guy is. Oh, there's Optimus Prime. So what did they call this guy in the ones you guys are watching? Well, Sean, so they're calling him
Jinray, but yeah.
What did they call him, Steve, when the thing
Optimus Prime. He is Optimus Prime in the ones I'm watching.
Wow.
Huh.
Yeah. That's why not having Cullen's voice is so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is actually a human. This is a regular guy. He's a truck driver who drives a truck, which looks like the red truck. And then this is the fuller version. So the red truck, when he's the red truck, it's exactly Optimus Prime.
Mm-hmm.
And then this stuff goes on top of him, sort of like Ultra Magnus, where you know how his trailer could like go with him or whatever. Because basically he's just a white Optimus Prime. And then
like
the trailer. the trailer goes on top of him to form those colors, right? So similarly with this guy, he is awesome in the other series. Nobody got the Acolyte toys. I did. Sean bought me a Reva just for jokes from a Kenobi because I love it. I
got Dollarama, man.
I love how terrible she is. It's like literally like black woman head on Darth Vader body. I'm like, give her an eye patch. Like,
some design
tattoos. Like, it's just the actress's head. I'm like, that's not a Star Wars character. That's just someone's face. Like, can you imagine if they gave her like some sick, like mechanical
streak in her hair or something, or
give her like I don't understand. Like, I don't. Oh,
well,
God.
anyway, yeah.
Sorry,
trying to force logic in these like Disney Plus Star Wars shows is madness. You're gonna go mad. So yeah.
Okay, so Guy Hawk joins up. That was it for that one.
Yeah, my only other thing is that prison is awesome. The whole business with the one guy that melts in the in the lava cauldron is a lot like Unicron. And the guy, he just looks on like, yeah, whatever, man. Like,
It's true. Yeah,
it's cool.
Okay, so next one's Leo Kaiser.
Yeah, finally we get Leo Kaiser. Even though they spoil it that's the thing about these Japanese shows, like the intro spoils everything. Yes. Like all the guys are gonna see like 10 episodes in there. So
I'll take it.
All right,
I want Hot Toys Reva, big time.
I
was gonna buy the Funko Pop of Reva because everyone hates Funko Pops and everyone hates Reva, and I thought that would be the most hated thing to combine them together.
All right. Trouble's brewing for Hellbat when the Breast Force bring in a new member, but to what lengths is he willing to go to ensure his place on the team when their ultimate power is finally revealed? Or he's going to shoot him in the face. That's what he's going to do.
There's Cobra. Cobra!
I can't do it. I don't know how Chris Latta did it, but
hey, did you? Which was it? Was it a Headmasters episode, Sean, with Cobra Commander in Transformers?
No, it was season 3. It was Only Human, I think it was called it. The one where the Autobots turn human for an episode.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that, Steve?
No.
Oh, Cobra Commander is in season 3 of original Transformers.
I've got to. I don't remember that. I have to go check that out. I gotta go YouTube it.
Yeah, if we have time, we'll look at it. And then in the Skybound and the Energon universe,
yes,
they had the Cobra Commander solo title.
Mm-hmm.
That costume is what he wore in that.
Oh, sweet!
Yeah.
Oh my! Look, I'm getting goosebumps.
They've done a really good job on the Skybound stuff.
You know why? Because Kirkman doesn't need money.
Yeah.
He doesn't need money, so he doesn't care. He's like, I'm going to just do what I want to do for coolness. That's where you get the best creative. Once you get to the point where I don't even care, you know what I mean? I'm just making whatever movie I want, or I'm making whatever comic I want,
or story, or whatever. Yeah,
whatever you exactly. I don't need to worry about it. It's just I've got money. Kirkman's got money forever. This Walking Dead.
The guy who writes it is really good. Like that guy, I can't remember his name.
I don't remember his name, but
and then three-name guy. I can't.
No, Daniel Warren Johnson is.
Yeah.
That's his name.
Yeah. He's a fan of the cartoons, like 100%, because he's got the Scuzoids in there. Like no one remembers those guys. They're all in there, so it's pretty cool.
And like Battle Beasts. Did you know that Battle Beasts are from Transformers? They're from a planet on Transformers. The little Battle Beasts, Earth, Air, Fire, or Earth. What was it? Earth, water, fire, and you rub their little bellies and it tells it.
Oh wow!
That's why they had that rubbing thing.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. They're in Transformers cool. Headmasters.
They're in Headmasters. They go to the Battle Beast, and you're like, holy shit! I own all these characters. I had all these things. Who's worse? I don't know. Reva's better because at least she's a Sith Lord woman or whatever she is. The twins are terrible.
A trick question. They both turn evil at some point. I don't know. Whatever.
No. I like Reva way better. At least she looks cool with her. Or at least her armor looks cool, and she has a lightsaber.
It's Darth Vader's armor.
It's Darth Vader's armor. Well, that's why it looks better.
Yeah.
and Acolyte Lady has no armor. It's just But
anyway, yeah.
All right, let's continue on. I don't know why we're asking this. Okay, yeah. Look at this. Okay, so you just kill this guy.
Yeah. Thanks for showing up.
Thanks for showing up. So that was Hellbat kills Cobra. He blames the Autobot. He blames Autobot. He's like, it was the Warriors. The Warriors did it. It was them. They killed Cyrus. It's like shit. Freaking Cleon's like, what? Cleon's like, wait, what the hell's happening here? They all beat the crap out of Cleon. I like Cleon. He was a badass leader. And then Swan's like, fuck, we're getting out of here. This is bullshit. And it's like they're like, they kill. Like, who's that guy? Shit, the Decepticons are like, what the hell? Oh man.
I was just trying to see if they. I was trying to see if they made a toy back then of him. There's no link, so I don't think they made a toy. But he does turn into a helicopter, so
he's neat.
Could be a toy. Yeah.
There was a backbreaker done. I had to note that down. There's like or suplex or something. There's like that was bad. That was badass. It's like picking from a bag. Yeah. Nobody likes that. That was scary, bro. The original Transformers was so amazing. Oh yeah. That's a 10 out of 10 masterpiece. Mm-hmm. I've rebought that movie every time.
Yeah.
4K, every thing. We met Stan Bush. Sean and I got to meet Stan Bush.
Nice.
Yeah, he signed my album, my LP for a Transformers movie.
Oh, that was
awesome. Pretty cool. Yeah.
I listened to You Got the Touch 25 times in a row once. I just like I can't I love it. Me too. Yeah. That Transformers 1.
It's a cool movie, man.
Did you like Transformers 1, Steve?
I haven't had a chance to see it yet.
Do you need me to loan you my copy?
Sure.
Okay, I wanted to.
Unless is it available on like Apple or anything like that?
I don't know. Is it on Netflix or something? I don't know. Well,
I'll put it on my library.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I've got the 4K of it. My wife really enjoyed it. It is okay. It's so different. It took comic book continuity, G1, many G1. It took everything and meshed it together. You still got the quintessons. You got like your Titan guys. Like everything got
Primus and all that.
Primus is there.
Oh, wow, really?
They put it. Yeah. So the voices aren't there, but the voices that we got were fine. Look. You don't have Peter Cullen. I don't know what to tell you. You don't have them. So what do you? The choices are you don't make the movie. It's about the Transformers. It's G1 designs. Mm-hmm. It all takes place on Cybertron. The only things it's missing is the Transformers music. Stan Bush. Right. They say you've got the touch. They do. Like she says, she's like. She's like, he's like, I've got the touch, and she's like, you don't have the touch and you don't have the power. So nice. They do say that. So the only thing missing in my checklist of things that they missed out was the music. Bumblebee is just slightly annoying, but not enough for it to ruin the movie. And I kind of liked the way Megatron. They gave it an excuse. Oh, he's bad because of whatever. But I thought he was pretty good. And Sentinel Prime was. I left the theater and I bought Sentinel Prime immediately. So
nice. Okay.
It is. Take that for what you want. Chris
Hemsworth accomplished, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you'll love who voices Starscream. Anyway, and the explanation of that too.
Anyway. FK, right. Buddy, thank you so much, man. Checklist comic wise, IDW redid Transformers to Conform works. Yeah. Those are, and we're eventually maybe get to those.
Oh, they did it. Oh no, you know what? I knew that. Yeah. The Marvel comic is fun. It's got things that weren't in the movie, and sometimes you wonder if they were meant to be
in the
when
movie.
They make those comic adaptations. So yeah.
So I'm reading that in row to do it up for the stream. So I haven't read it yet. But a lot of action this one. Anything to mention? Lyle Kaiser. Let's see if we can show him somehow.
Yeah, he kicks Starsaber's ass. So
like there he is.
Point, Steve, they give him a challenge now, and it's something that they kind of harken back to, and even Gene, and I think in the next episode, I can't remember, he has a nightmare about Leo Kaiser killing Starsaber.
Yeah. Starsaber's injured.
Yeah.
God Ginrake shows up, backbreaker, does like the big backbreaker. So what'd you guys think of this one? Did you like this one?
Yeah, this was good.
That's cool.
Yeah, this is pretty awesome. For the longest time, it was Japanese anime. I thought it was made. Well,
No, it was made in the West first.
Yeah.
The toys were a different toy line.
Yes.
Then Hasbro took it and some other toy lines and then made Transformers.
Right.
Takara was like, hey, looks like it hit big. Let's, partner up. And then they took Transformers, the cartoon that they made for America, and aired it in Japan called, was it Transformers Super God Life Form or Super
Yes.
Life Form?
Yes,
Super Life Form Transformers.
Yes, the Life Form. Yes, that's it.
And then the movie happened, but the problem was that it wasn't in Japan, and so Japan made their own half hour called Scramble City, which explains why all these new characters are in the movie. Aired that, then had the movie, then had Transformers 2010, which is our season 3. And then they made they're like, screw you guys, we're just gonna make our own thing. Then they made Headmasters and Super God Master Force and all that stuff. So the reason why Headmasters is so different, like they blow up Cybertron, is they're trying to make it their own. That's what they're doing. They're like, let's kill Prime. We don't want him. We want like new guys every season, like they do in Japan. So that's why everyone dies in Headmasters.
Yeah. So my favorite Transformers are going to be all weird now, buddy, because like I've seen a bunch of stuff. So Scorponok's my favorite villain. Twin Cast, or you can call him Blaster, is my favorite. Autobot, but I love Optimus Prime, of course, Hot Rod, Ultra Magnus, Cup. I'm wearing Cup shirt. I also like, for the bad guy, I like Fortress Maximus. I like Chrome Dome. I like all of the Headmasters. I love Leo Zach from this show. Great Shot from this one. Six Shot was pretty good, but Great Shot's even better. I'm not wearing Twin Cast tonight. I was going to wear a Twin Cast. I don't know, something with Twin Cast with the tapes, because he's got his tapes, and I like his tapes. They seem like they're a little bit more like one's a lion and one and one's like, or it's like a tiger and a rhinoceros. I think those guys. Starscream is one of my favorites. As well. Sean, who are your favorites?
Ironhide was my first guy, so I love Ironhide. I love Starsaber from this. First time I saw this like 20 years ago, I thought he was pretty awesome. Sideswipe the toy was wicked.
Oh, Sideswipe's so cool.
Like the way his lines and the way he's like he's shaped is so cool. I don't know. They're all awesome, but like, and Optimus Prime the toy, when I first got that as a kid, you could play with that all day. It was so great. It's like you could eject wheelie and everything. Or not wheelie, what's it called? I can't remember what that thing was called.
Roller?
The little car.
Roller?
Yeah. And all that stuff. But yeah, Megatron's transformation was the very worst. It's like you just wanted him to remain the gun at all times. He's like this sloppy.
Yeah,
thing.
he looked weird.
Oh my god. Anyway.
Steve, who do you, okay, so Steve, you've seen all of the regular Transformers kind of episodes, like the American ones, and you've seen some of this. Did any of these guys make it into your top anything?
Yeah, Starsaber. He's cool. You kind of can't not like him.
Yeah,
because he gets so much play. Yeah. Going back to the OG, I'd like Jazz back in the day. Starscream.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting because like you go through this phase where it's like I like them because I like the car that they were, because I'm a gearhead.
Right.
And then you watch the show and you're like, oh, I like the character as well too, right? So they get you different ways.
Yeah, it's good. Did they do us?
And I like Hellbat. I like Hellbat. Hellbat he's sufficiently annoying with the weird power that he's a nice villain.
Yeah, and we're gonna look at some of the we'll look at some of the toys because we've only got a few episodes left. Okay, what's the next one, Sean?
I think the next one is a clip show. The Combiner Warriors.
Yes, so skip it.
And the next one after that is Resurrection, the Decepticon Fortress. The bitter memories that rise to the surface when Deathsaurus attempts to re-energize his fortress force the Decepticon leader into a deadly outer space battle with Starsaber. Yeah, so he has trauma in trying to resurrect this fortress because Starsaber foiled it in the past, and he wants to fight Starsaber. So there you go. He needs an excuse to do that. But.
Oh, this is the Nebula, right? The fortress is in the Nebula or something. You get the backstory. They fight in space. That was kind of neat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember. There's a lot of good colors here.
Sorry, some really cool shots.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some really cool shots. I'm trying to like.
Yeah, this is the one with the living metal destroying.
Look at that. That's great.
Yeah, this thing's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, like look at the
great stuff.
Station and stuff.
You can almost see like that could have been a Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Thing,
right.
Yeah.
Look how big they are compared to the thing. I think so. Steve, coming from the American cartoon, and then transitioning into this, like, did you feel like this felt like, oh yeah, this feels like Japanese now or something? Or
yeah, this felt like an anime. This particular episode is starting to feel more so like one, and especially the way that there's different shading because they're in space and the way they're shading it. It felt like the way that the cell shading in an anime would be. It felt like it. Yeah, I wasn't watching just the Transformers. I was watching some sort of a mech or super robot anime.
This definitely looks like this is almost now even unrecognizable as Transformers. A lot of these episodes, like, look at this. Like, what is this, right? Like,
yeah.
Yeah, they do have some suits here, so now you get to see a little bit of the humans being in the suits.
Mm-hmm.
This was awesome.
That was really cool.
This is so awesome. Really cool. Yeah, so it's like this. It's almost like they're trying to like send a bomb through this like energy tunnel or something that connects to the other ship, and then the kid literally like what does he do? Like he cuts it off, like he ties
something like that. Yeah, there's some way that he kind of stops it from going all the way from ship to ship.
This is Transformers Victory. So the order, Jay, is Transformers Season 1 and 2. Then if you want to watch Scramble City, you can. That's a Japanese thing that connects Season 2 to the movie. Then it's the movie. Then it's Season 3. Then at Season 3, you're at the crossroads. You can do Rebirth, which is Season 4. It's only 3 episodes of the American one, and that concludes Transformers. Or you skip that, which I would suggest, and watch Headmasters. That's the next series. Then Super God Master Force. Then Victory. They're all on YouTube, except they're crappy on YouTube. We have the better versions that you can get, but those are hundreds of dollars on DVD. And unfortunately, I can't even share those because I'd have to rip them off DVD. And I don't even have a computer that even has a DVD thing to insert a DVD. Anything I have, I can find. And I don't mind sharing stuff with people if I've purchased it. Like, I feel like I purchased it. So, I mean, but like, unfortunately, yeah, but you can watch them all. Steve watched all these online. They're all on YouTube because nobody cares. It's Japan, right? You guys ever, sorry. What did you say? Yeah. Bayformers. You guys ever read Transformers comics? Yeah. By Pat Lee, Dreamwave.
Dreamwave ones. Yeah. I remember when those, it's like 2001 or so. Yeah. They came out. A friend, so one of my coworkers, her partner, worked for Dreamwave. And I was like, oh my God, it's awesome. But yeah, I didn't like those as much. I thought they're kind of weird. It's like they introduced them in weird ways, like they're being controlled by the government at first, and then it's like just get they're fighting each other. God damn, But so yeah, I do the new comics are awesome. They've been some of the best on the rack for a good year now. So I don't know.
Yeah, there's good comics. People are saying you got to be careful in the wording. Not all new comics are garbage. There is a lot of garbage new comics. That's a fact. But there's always garbage comics. But there is still. You just got to be smart now. Yeah. Pick your ones that you want to pick. Transformers I do like some. I did like Absolute Wonder Woman. I only read the first 5 or 6, which I thought was really good.
Wonder Woman is a banger.
Yeah, you like that? Yeah. So some of the ones I think Avengers isn't that good, or the regular Spider-Man series isn't that good. But I've liked Superman. It's been okay. Some of the Batmans are okay. What else have I? I mean, some of them are like Last Ronin. Well, yeah, that was awesome when that came. Yeah. So don't.
Pedestrian is an indie book. which is a ridiculous premise, but it's such a good read.
See, there's lots of ones out there. Just Joe, how's it going, dude? Looks more like Voltron. Hey, Joe, you're joining us late. Yeah, we said that at the top of the stream, man. Yeah. Steve was saying that. He's like, he said Voltron first thing. And I was like, some characters look like Voltron, some characters look like Gundam. I'm telling you. But yeah, there's lots of.
Savage Daughter Conan is good too.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, Sean's been getting all the Conans.
And the regular Conan, Conan Barbarian's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Conan Barbarian's fantastic too.
Yeah, those are both good. I stopped getting
them up. Yeah.
Zup's killing it.
Yeah. So there you go. I didn't. So Skybound is killing it for sure. Yeah. 100%. I also like Larry Hama's G.I. Joe.
Oh, yeah.
Like his G.I. Joe is still good. Yeah. So both, you know,
I still like it better than the
I like it better too.
The other one, yeah.
I don't know. It's Larry Hama, and I just feel like it feels like G.I. Joe.
It's the same continuity. It's like I know.
What's
his name? Code Commander still looks like a redneck under the, like he did in the old in the old comics. He took on and just like this big scruffy beard and all this like mustache. Is like, what the hell? Okay, I guess so. Yeah.
All right. Okay, next one.
Yeah, he's all messed up here. He's got bowel damage and stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Big scar on his face.
Yeah. That's the fortress thing, right? Okay.
Right.
So the next one is Battle Up of Wrath.
Maybe it's this one.
Starsaber unleashes his full fighting potential when the Decepticons make a play for the Autobot power source Schaefer energy. So this is yet more another version of like Energon cubes, Schaefer energy.
Schaefer, yeah.
Paul Schaefer created Energon cubes that they can then.
That's exactly.
I don't know. It's spelled that way. It's SCHAEFFER. Yeah.
Yeah. So what was this? Oh, Road Caesar.
So Road Caesar finally gets up off his ass and fights Leo Kaiser.
And there's
this is the one that didn't air in Japan for whatever reason. I don't know what happened, because it's not like this. You need to watch this to figure out what's going on in the next few episodes. I don't know what happened there, but this is the one where Gene has a nightmare about Leo Kaiser killing. Yeah, there you go. This thing. This is also the one, if you could find it, where R2 and 3PO show up for no reason. It's when they're on the Movator, and and then what passes them is R2 and 3PO for some reason.
The Larry Hama is the continuation of his G.I. Joe from 100 years ago.
Yeah.
Issue 300 and whatever the hell they're on now. So that's been continuing on from number 1.
And that's Image as well now, yeah.
That's Image. And then Skybound, which is, I guess, Image or whatever, has their own universe, but they've made it different enough that, and one is called, and his is called The Real American Hero, which is
it's
what it was always called.
It's the real one.
And he didn't bend. Larry Hama's not a loser who bends down to stupidity. Just call it A Real American Hero. I know I know G.I. Joe's American, even though we're all in Canada. We're not dumbasses. It's like I don't need America taken off as though I don't know. Oh, is it not America anymore?
But they've been doing that. Like IDW did this too, where they're continuing the numbering, the continuity. It's like Scrooge McDuck. It's like whatever company it goes to, and they continue it. I love that. It's great.
G.I. Joe would be weird. Exactly. G.I. Joe would be weird if it wasn't American, though. Like it wouldn't.
Yeah, it's American.
Yeah. How could it be in any other country? It doesn't make sense.
I know. Yeah. Like nobody cares. Nobody's upset over it. Like
embrace it. G.I. Joe's American.
We're not even American, and we think they should be. Yeah.
I want Superman to say the American through just the American way. I'm not upset over it.
He lives in America.
He lives in America.
He lives in America, right?
Yeah. What am I crying over? Like what do I care?
And G.I. Joe movie intro where they're going around the Statue of Liberty, like
that was the best.
Yeah.
Like if it was the Eiffel Tower or the CN Tower, like it wouldn't work the same. It's G.I. Joe, Great American Hero, Jingoism, flag, rocket.
And Statue of Liberty's badass. I'll like look when it came. It's got a lot of great. It came to life in Ghostbusters 2. Then everyone forgot about that in the next Ghostbusters movies. But anyway, I love that. I love Remo Williams fighting
Remo
on the
Williams. That's
fighting
right.
fighting on the see, man, that's the best. We covered that not too long ago on a Sunday stream, and then I mean, A Man Called Hero. They're fighting on those tips, and they're actually cutting the tips off, and it's like falling shit. That was awesome. Wolverine and Sabretooth fight in X-Men on that. So that's Statue of Liberty. Like that's a cool.
Yeah.
Like CN Tower, you can't do anything on that. It's just like literally a sword or whatever. Like
you'd fall off. That's about it.
You'd fall off. Okay, so here's a dream sequence. Fake dream. Oh, there's that special move of his.
Man, Yoga Master. Right there.
Got some amazing animation movies as kids. Yeah, we did. Oh, the G.I. Joe movie was awesome. Yep. Snake Eyes was terrible. Of course it was terrible.
Oh God.
He's not in it. I didn't watch it. He's not in it. So what am I watching it for? If he's not in it.
And he has the thing and he's the bad guy. So I don't know.
And it's like, is Snake Eyes supposed to like? Okay, well, I don't want to get into this.
Yeah.
He's the wrong thing, right?
The whole point. Larry Hama is a Japanese American.
Right.
And
so asterisk, keep that in mind.
The whole point is that he's an outsider, right?
He's a gaijin.
And that's why everyone's gunning for him.
Also, too, if he's not, the Storm Shadow relationship doesn't work.
It doesn't make sense. Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
You're right. Yeah,
and that's the thing is in that movie. I don't know if you saw the movie, Steve, but like he really Snake Eyes is the bad guy. Like you feel really bad for Storm Shadow, and I shouldn't feel bad for Storm Shadow. He's a piece of shit. Like, yeah.
Listen, I hate to inform you, but it does matter because like they did this with Danny Rand in that Garbage Iron Fist. They're like, oh, it should have been Chinese. It's like, oh, okay, so you don't want it to work. It's like if he's Chinese, then it's not a thing. Yeah. The whole point is
they still didn't do the story.
I know, because that's because garbage writing, but people didn't know they weren't going to do the story when they were getting upset over it. Yeah. Like when they're upset over they're upset over the casting, they don't even know the story. Mostly people don't know anytime someone says anything about Superman, I put in whatever issue just came out. I'm like, what'd you think of Superman Unlimited? What'd you think of Action Comics last week? Oh, you didn't read it? Oh, so shut your mouth then. How's that sound?
It's like when Logan was coming out and everyone's like, it's like Old Man Logan. It's like Old Man Logan.
It's not like Old Man Logan at all.
Yeah, there's some sort of like, in the know kind of thing. And I was like, do you really want it to be like Old Man Logan? Do you know what it's about? They're driving around the Spider-Mobile and like Hulk shags She-Hulk and they get all these.
Yeah, you don't want to go down that road.
Like it's so Doesn't he She-Hulk?
Like, I don't think you read this. Like,
I don't think you really. I didn't read it because Sean gave me the warning. Because I don't like hot takes. I'm not a hot takes guy. I just want the hero to be. It's like Old Man Logan sounded awesome, and then I was like, oh, it's all this weird shit. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm not.
I told you what it was about exactly, and then you're like, no, I'm not.
Yeah, I think I'm good. Yeah,
even McNiven artwork couldn't save it, and I'm a Hulk fan, so that whole left turn, I was like, that's terrible.
Hulk's a good guy. Why is there like this big debate on this? Hulk's a hero. That's the end of it. There, I just solved the debate.
There you go.
Is Hulk really a hero? Yes. There, it's over. I just solved it.
It's because they fell in love with the Maestro. That's why, right?
Yeah.
And so that's the only iteration of Hulk that they can go with when you go further in. Like I think Avengers versus Aliens, he's smart Hulk, so he's not necessarily a bad guy.
Right. Okay.
But very rarely do they have any kind of dystopian future version where he's a good guy. He's always an asshole.
Yeah, I don't like I don't like Superman turning evil. I despise that. I don't like Hulk being a bad guy. I don't like Wonder Woman where she becomes like Xena or something, where she becomes like hyper, like, it's like she's a good person. One of the things about Absolute Wonder Woman that I liked was that when it was coming out, I thought this is going to be a trash dumpster fire. F this comic. I was so angry. And then I bought it because I just buy anything anyways. So I was like, let me just buy it. I was like, hey, I kind of like this one. That's weird. And then Superman, I do not like Absolute Superman at all. He's dumb. It's like, I only read like 3, but Absolute Wonder Woman, I was like, this is pretty cool. I kind of like the art. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I kind of like the art here. It's like, I kind of like this. Like, okay, let's see where it goes. And I still liked it. I was like, okay. I kind of like this. She's still a hero. She's a good person. She's trying to do the right thing, even though she's from hell. So it's a little bit of a hot take, but they didn't make it stupid.
Badass.
She's badass. Yeah,
she's
that's for sure.
Badass. In a way, it's kind of like how Simonson kind of reimagined Thor a little bit.
Yes, you mentioned that. Yeah,
there's just something like rough about it, artwork wise, as well as a story that just fits. They hit all the notes on that.
It feels like a Greek. It feels like an old Greek story the way the art is done, and that guy also does Batman Dark Patterns,
right?
Which I also really like. I don't know. I like this guy's art. He was at Toronto, and I didn't get a chance to go, but I wouldn't mind going and saying, "Hey, your art's kind of interesting. It's unique, but it's kind of fits, right?" So his artwork is sort of like it can only fit if it fits. If it doesn't fit, it's awful.
It's funny because like I think about this all the time. The art in a comic book is like a casting in a movie.
Yeah.
And if the art is miscast, it works in a cartoon as well too. Like if the cartoon style doesn't work, like Transformers has to look like this.
Yes, you're right. Yeah. Yes.
Right? Or it just doesn't work. And DC's getting that a lot of the ways in some of the stuff that they're doing.
DC is way better than Marvel. I'm sorry. Marvel I don't like anything right now in comics.
Right now.
In comics. I don't like anything except for Wolverine. And that's just because it's Wolverine, and you just really can't mess that guy up. But like, I don't like anything. All right, let's go to the next. So, anything else to say on this one? Or are we done with this one? I guess. I wanted to show. There's a part where.
You're looking for R2?
Yeah, where was that?
When they first go to that station, I think.
Okay, so they're approaching it here. The problem is I can only do 30-second jumps, and I can't. Let me see if I can.
I don't even know what episode this is. Like that says 19, but I
no. Don't look at that. Okay. That it's completely messed up.
Yeah.
The internet eliminated the clips ones.
Yeah. That's why I was totally confused.
Yeah. Okay.
So Steve, what's going on is like every 5 episodes or 6, they do a recap of everything that you've missed so far. So they do that like 6 or 7 times.
Gives the animators a break.
Okay, so I'm not gonna be able to, but there's a part where Ginray literally, it's like I was just thinking it was exactly He-Man, or not Ginray. The hell's the guy's name? Star Saber.
Yeah, he does the.
Yeah,
I have the power.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? I was like, he does I have the power. Anyways, we can go to the next one. We only got a couple left now. I want to look at some of the toys before we finish.
Yeah.
Your dad bought tickets for VIP for Superman. I got tickets too for Superman. VIP will be nice. I thought you were going to say he bought VIP. That was a great show with Pamela Anderson.
Oh, back in the day.
Well, sorry, I should have said it was a show with Pamela Anderson. Maybe I could have eliminated the word great, but absolute Batman needs to be DC. Yeah, heard All-Star Batman was awful. Yeah, look, I love Frank Miller. I just recently reread that. And I took it as Frank Miller is like, let me see how much absolute like weirdness I can put in and see if I can actually piss people off. And then I just kind of got into the absolute craziness of it and just said, okay, it's Frank Miller.
Although if you're a Green Lantern fan, that's a hard read. He absolutely embarrasses Hal Jordan.
Badly.
It's
bad. The yellow. The entire issue's yellow.
It's bad.
It is bad. Yeah. By the way, my favorite comic is Dark Knight Strikes Again. It's like I've been doing all these. I'm in a Frank Miller Facebook group. I've been posting all these wallpapers that I've been making of like putting some of the images together. People have been loving them. So, anyways, that's a whole nother topic, which we have already debated that. But anyway, all right. What's the next one, Sean?
That's 2000.
The winter one, right?
Yeah, Battle to the Death of the South Pole.
That's this one.
Or Battle to the Death, Antarctic Battle.
Yeah, Antarctic. This is it.
When a Decepticon drilling operation begins to melt the polar ice caps, Star Saber clashes with Leo Kaiser and Death Saurus to save the life of Jean's classmate's father. Yeah, so here's a town somewhere being.
Well, there you go. Look at that.
Dun dun dun. Yeah, stakes. What the hell?
And Clump.
Clump
Jean
is
has a friend named Clump.
Yeah. Clump. In every translation, his name is Clump. I
it's kind of funny.
It's like that.
Oh,
Not
this is the
Trevor.
one where Lyle Kaiser turns invisible.
Yes. He's
What?
got a cloaking power.
Cloaking.
Yeah.
Random
The
power.
friggin' Romulans, man.
Mhm.
Bastards.
It's also
You can't beat
crazy.
that.
It's also crazy how environmental this series was.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that
Well, it's
is,
89. They're like everyone was
Yeah.
into that.
yeah.
Earth Day and all that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
You're
This is the. Oh yeah, John Romita Jr.
John Muir. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
he's like Frank. I love the Frank Miller art. I love the ugly covers that people are losing their minds for. I'm like, well, when you're Frank Miller, you could do whatever covers you feel like doing. Let me know when you attain that, and then I'll tell you what your covers look like. But anyways, I like the ugly covers. I like the art. Dark Knight Strikes Again. It's awesome for me. It looks cool. I like Sin City's art. I like all that stuff. I don't care. So there you go. There's the official opinion of me. Sorry, Sean. What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say, like, this is the one where Leo Kaiser, Landcross, and Starsaber each have their complete combination transitions twice. It's like as I say, I'd have to time it to see like how much animation they saved on that, but
Where's my
it's like what I think it was like Larry Houston or someone was saying that when they had meetings for He-Man, the animators were like, "Oh, can we have him turn to He-Man?" Like, and they just squeeze it in there. It's like, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to have him turn to the He-Man like twice or thrice in this episode, so you don't have to animate as much. Like, I get it, but
they should have done like Linda Carter Wonder Woman, where he can get another power up. So he says it again, then he gets a different armor. But then that's different animation, so they don't want to do that.
Yeah.
What else happens in this one? So winter, this is the polar, this is the water rising up.
They imply that Road Caesar is recovering from the last episode, so that's why Road Caesar doesn't go to like the Antarctic. Starsaber has to.
Damn it, we've got to go. There you go. Cloaking device, engage.
Classic late 80s animation right there, man.
Oh, that's great. These bastards got a cloaking device. Yeah, Lyle Kaiser is awesome.
Just great angles.
Hey, Comic Relief Crusader. Oh, this guy's your Transformers guy right here. This guy knows all of the Transformers stuff. Multiforce, yes. More Victory, yes. Yeah, 11 Victory. There's a fanzine. Some guys made a fanzine. I'm in a group and they did a fanzine for this, so I might grab a couple of issues.
Wow.
We're sure making it through Wonder Woman? Oh, for sure. I'll give you where's my I am free. We're gonna be dude. We've got one episode and then we're gonna go. We're done. So, Comic Relief Crusader, you always come in at the end of the thing. It's like we're look where we are in the time, and then we've got we're gonna talk about one and then that's it. Yeah, hit me up earlier on. The thing is, these Transformer streams are so random. Oh man. Yeah. Guys, check out Comic Relief Crusaders channel. I'll throw his link up. I'll throw his link up 1 second. I have all this crap around my Comic Relief. I'm not going to type your whole name because I have to type it, and I probably typed it wrong already. So there you go. Make sure you guys give him a sub. Lots of stuff on there. All right. Anything else you want to mention on this one, Sean or Steve?
No, it was just Joe? Again, all the globetrotting was cool.
Yeah,
and so it's just another location where you see Autobots and Decepticons in different environments. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah,
that is one of the things about the Japanese stuff that is so cool. You're right. It's like a lot of the G1 was always like in the city or the mountains or something or whatever.
Yeah. Well, Nelson Shin said that like the characters. Worked better. Like he was the director of most of the old G1 stuff. He said the characters work better when they're in like natural designs like this. And they moved away from that with Headmasters, and I think they gradually came back to it here. And here they're in all like the desert and like mountains and forests and like sometimes the city, so it looks pretty cool. Space is cool too, but I think because they sort of naturally fit there, they look kind of better when they're against the like backdrops like this.
I love this. The ice, like Hoth is my favorite. All that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't like shoveling. Well, I don't have to shovel snow. I'm in a condo, so
yeah. You don't have to shovel, and Steve,
I used
like
to.
Our friend Steve doesn't have to either. I'm the one. This past winter that we had that family day weekend.
Oh.
The whole weekend was shoveling. It was my driveway and then my parents' driveway. It was brutal. And the snow was like above me. Anyway,
it was old school snow.
Yes,
1970s level.
Yeah, when you shovel it, it's like you put it onto your lawn, but then the bank is like higher than your head.
Yeah.
It's
all right.
It's
so I managed to watch this one just in time for the stream. I know, Steve, you didn't see this one, or you saw some of it. Sean, did you get a chance? I messaged real quick. I said, I don't know if you have time to watch this one, just to get one extra one out of the way.
Yeah.
And then next week will be League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. And then the week after that is, one second. Let me see. RR is coming on to do Speed Racer. So next weekend is League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Steve, you're welcome to come. The week after that is Speed Racer, the live action movie Speed Racer. Which I absolutely loved and bought the poster and all the toys, all the cars. I just bought everything. Then the week after that will be the conclusion of Transformers Victory. Then the week after that, we're doing Circle of Iron, which is Bruce Lee's movie that he was going to make. He passed away and someone else made it. And then I don't have anything after that, but then we're going to do Brave Star. And the way we're going to do Brave Star is we're going to do the movie Brave Star and 5 episodes. And then we'll just do 10, 10, 10, 10, like, because it's 65. So we get 5 in the movie out of the way, and then 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, just to like do them, finish them off. So there you go.
Watch out for that drug episode.
We're going to do Zone.
It's the
Zone will be next. We'll do Zone in whatever we,
the next time we do
Victory, we'll do Zone.
Zone is one episode. So
yeah, so we'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was this one called, Sean? Because I don't think I can find this one.
Crisis Ambush in the Desert.
Oh, this is it. Ambush in the Desert. Okay, this is
let me see. Is it on this Deadly
I've got it. I've got it here, at least on screen.
Oh, Crisis Ambush, that's what it's called. Okay.
Yeah.
The Brainmasters stumble into a Decepticon trap in the desert, but luckily for them, Great Shot is on hand to help.
Yes.
So there's a lot of mega fighting towards the end of this.
Mm-hmm. It's all just fighting. You didn't really miss a lot of, like, I'm trying to see, was there any story elements
Gripper leaps.
Well, I actually did watch this.
Oh, you did watch this one? Oh,
I watched this, and I watched the 2 after this.
Oh, awesome. Okay. I didn't get a chance to watch these.
It was so messed up, so I just I can watch this in case.
So what'd you think about this one then?
It's just action.
I know. I know. I was like, there's something to, that's what I'm saying. I watched this one. I was like, surely we can squeeze this one in, because we've been doing these streams for a while, so we know we can get 10 comfortably. I was like, can we push it to 15? Can we push it to 13 or 14? I was like, well, can we push it to, like, I mean, nothing. Half these episodes were clips, and then the other half is all fighting. Like, there's what is there to talk about? Like, it's just like. 3 Musketeers. They mentioned they say 3 Musketeers. Quicksand. There's a lot of quicksand stuff in here. Kendo is mentioned as like a technique. That's kind of neat.
Yeah.
I mean, Thunder Arrow, Dinos, or the Gripper's injured.
So Gripper tries to save Great Shot and gets injured. Like I think his arm blows off or something.
Something like that.
Yeah. Star Saber rescues Braver and Laster. And and then Great Shot and Star Saber they cripple the Thunder Arrow. They'll destroy it, but there's a lot of like last minute rescues and stuff in the end.
Right.
And then they all crowd around Gripper like, oh my god, he's injured, so
the best part, I'm not sure if it's in this episode or the next one, they have him under a blanket as he's recovering.
Yeah.
What the hell?
That's the next one. I saw a little bit of it because then the thing says the next one's a clips episode, but the DVD omits that clips episode and goes right into the next one. So I started watching. I was like, this doesn't look like a clips episode. And then he's got the blanket. I'm like, wait, what the hell's going on here? Does he need a blanket? Like,
he's cold. He's going home.
Yeah. All right. So that's it for that. Let's take a look at some of the toys. While we're doing that, Sean, what do you got going on your channel?
I just uploaded yesterday Transformers UK number 14, which continues on their second UK exclusive story. Mostly what they did in the UK was they would reprint American comics and serialize them the way, because those things came out like either bi-weekly or weekly. But also they began to pair them up with UK stories, and the art in those is if you've never read a UK comic, it's awesome. It's very illustrative looking. I think it's Mike Collins did the art for Transformers. The War, it's not War Within. Sorry, it's The Enemy Within, where Brawn goes crazy and attacks the humans, and and Starscream tries to recruit Ravage, who can talk in this one, on his side against Megatron. Megatron gets really, really mad. Really cool stuff. So tune in for that, and I hope to put a lot more of those on my channel. So stay tuned.
All right. So, guys, we're simultaneously streaming this to Sean and me. So if you're subscribed to Sean, please make sure you're subscribed to me. I really appreciate it. If you're subscribed to me, make sure you're subscribed to Sean. Steve, what's going on Comics Asylum?
We have our live stream on Wednesday, and we'll be covering some of the latest news and also talking about some of the stuff that happened last week. So there have been some pretty good developments in terms of, like we mentioned it last week, with Batman being renumbered to number 1, which is interesting. In September, it seems like there's going to be a lot of interesting stuff. You're a Speed Racer fan, so we talked about Racer X getting his own book for Mad Cave. So that's going to be interesting. And the art looks fantastic. And then I just did a podcast with Vince Nico and Kevin Briones, who are doing books. Kevin does Neon Black, which is an indie book. And then Vince is working with 24/7 to do Heroes Be Damned. So I'm currently editing that, and I should have that up in the next day or so.
Awesome. All right, guys, make sure you subscribe. I'm going to add Comics Asylum to going forward from now. I'll add it to all my videos as a even if you're on or not, it doesn't matter. I just put a list of people that I like to stream with, whether they stream all the time or not. You don't have to. It's just like if you've been on a bunch of times, then I'll put your link, and then it just saves me from having to find links every time. I've got a spreadsheet of all my links. That's how I can find them so fast. And I've got it so I can copy and paste it from my spreadsheet into the chat. You haven't seen my spreadsheets. Like I showed it to someone who was streaming with us. It was RR, because he's like, "Oh, when are you free for this or something?" I said, "Do you want to see the spreadsheet?" And it's absolutely insane. I have tabs for everything. I've got all my movies chronicled. I got like 4,000 movies. I've got movie posters, CDs, like everything. It's like all my Star Wars toys. Like I have everything in like lists. So it's just like he's just like, "Oh my god!" I'm like OCD, like So it's crazy. So I need to have it so I can easily find it. You had a nightmare. Let's see. Look, that movie's got everyone's losing their mind over Giganto. That's going to be a flashback for 1 minute. That's not going to be a story plot line. Like
I thought they were mad because it just looks bad.
It looks
well, I mean, and it does look like the thing in the comic.
Yeah.
So,
but it's ruining Jack Kirby's. I don't care. It's Jack Kirby.
I know. We'll have to see it and see what they do.
No. We don't have to see it. Silver Surfer is bad.
Okay, yeah, no, I know Shalabal, but like,
yeah, that's not the real Silver Surfer, and that's Jack Kirby's solo credit. Stanley put his name on everything. It's like he was drinking a Coke bottle, saying, "He's like, I invented Coke bottles." It's like Jack Kirby got his name on one stupid thing. It's like, can I have Silver Surfer just my name, Stan? You didn't create this. He's like, you're right. I didn't create Silver Surfer. I didn't know what that character was. Thank you. So Jack Kirby, solo name, finally. Silver Surfer, created by Jack Kirby. Oh, we're not using that in the movie. Okay, so Oh, I love the comic books. Oh, you love the comic books. This is the director. Oh, you love the comic books. Doesn't sound like it. Sounds like you think they're shit because you pissed on Jack Kirby, who created everything. Jack Kirby created everything. It's like, well, it's not Norman Rad, it's Shalabal. Right. No one cares about Shalabal. It's like that's not what Silver Surfer is. It's like Lawrence Fishburne and Doug Jones were fire. Why didn't they just reuse the same people? You could just literally reuse that Doug Jones guy. It doesn't matter. You're going to CGI the face of him. He's a super skinny guy. Use that guy. And Fantastic Four 2 is a poopy movie. It's because Galactus is shitty. Yeah, but Silver Surfer looked awesome.
I don't mind that movie.
I don't mind it either.
And Surfer saves it personally.
Of course.
I don't mind that movie at all.
Lawrence Fishburne's voice it's like, I am Norman Rat. Like, oh shit, this guy's shit. That's awesome. The guy and that Doug Jones guy, super skinny guy, looks perfect.
Also, too, Julia Garner is an amazing actress. To have her hidden behind all that CG,
all that stuff.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Like,
to me, does her a disservice. She's so good, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And they're doing Galactus, and they're saying that Sue is the leader. I know that's silly. Someone actually said, "Oh, so if only." I'll say this, then we'll look at this list here, and then we'll look at the toys. If only there was a channel that covered all of Jack Kirby and the entire run of Stan and Jack. It's this one right here. Covered the whole damn thing. Read it all together. Somebody don't challenge. The problem is, don't challenge me on Superman and Fantastic Four. Not when I've got, because I could say, I read all the Frank Miller Daredevils because I didn't like Born Again, and and I was like, and it's like, well, it's like I covered all of Frank Miller Daredevil on the channel. There's some things where if you don't know, I could just say I read the comics, and you can just say you don't believe me, right? It's different when I literally have the playlist. It's like, what do you know about Fantastic Four? Well, oddly enough, here's the playlist where I read every goddamn comic in front of a live audience talking about it while reading it. So,
and their characters were established by the time the Galactus trilogy happened. So, like, if they say, like, I keep hearing about, like, Johnny Storm is a womanizer. Like, I don't remember that.
No,
maybe
that's
in the
a lie.
80s, but not maybe in the 80s, but not in. He was just a teenager dating. That's all he was.
He dated girls. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, whatever. Right?
So we skipped the GoBot stuff, which is sort of included in this list here. So we've done Transformers, the movie, Headmasters, Super God, Victory will be done. We're going to do Zone. Generation 2 we're skipping because it's just Generation 1 with those extra graphics on it or whatever.
Yeah.
We're going to do Brave Star to do a break from Transformers. And then we can go into Beast Wars and all of that other stuff.
Okay. Yep.
So that'll be down the line.
I like Beast Wars. It's
We're doing
I liked it
so.
when I was watching it because they tied it so much to G1, and I was like, oh, okay, well, it's basically a continuation.
See, Robots in the Skies. Do I own this, Sean?
No, they never released it officially.
Okay, so I don't own this. I own these.
Robots in Japan, and then they released a show called Robots in Disguise, and people just call it like Robots in Disguise 2. But,
okay. So I own these though, Sean. Right? I own these.
They released those, yeah. The Galactus trilogy, yeah.
Animated. What's this? No, I don't own this.
Okay, after
No, after this, I don't own it though. Some of these I have from the library that I bought. I borrowed them from the library.
No, I think you have the DVDs of animated.
Oh, do I?
Well, they came out officially, and you say you buy anything that
No, but at that point, I thought this isn't for me at this point.
Oh, okay.
I think it was.
I don't have anything after animated. Like, what is it? What the hell is that? I can't even read it. Oh, I have Prime. That's the one where The Rock is Ironhide for the first episode, and then he dies.
Correct. Yeah. Well, a lot of these. So, I'll look at just a couple of toys at least before we hold on.
Yep.
Share screen. Okay, stop screen. God damn. Share screen. Window. This is what I have.
Wow.
So, Beast Machines, Beast Wars, Energon, Turn of Megatron Headmasters. I only have episode 1 of that. Transformers seasons 1 for that's the normal one. Super God Master Force, the movie. Victory, Armada, Cybertron, Energon. Yeah, so see, I don't have.
Oh, okay.
I don't have that other one. These are some of the movies I have. This is one of my spreadsheets. Here's stuff by actor too. Here's this.
Wow.
This is a tab just for Italian horror movies. These are Italian slasher movies.
Impressive.
Pulps.
Impressive.
Here's everything Lynn Carter ever wrote. Just to keep comic books, like what I had digital, what I had physical. Look at this shit.
That's amazing.
It's like it just goes on forever. DVDs and CD. Yeah, here's like
have that backed up like 4 different ways.
Yeah, I've got it in email. Here's my Godzilla collection. So look, Japanese widescreen Blu-ray. I've almost replaced everything, and then I got 4Ks.
Damn.
So red is 4K. Even Ultraman. Look at all the Ultramans I own.
Yeah, all the Ultramans. Yeah.
So these haven't come out yet, but I've got everything. Look at this shit.
Wow.
Power Rangers. Look, Power Rangers. I own everything. They never.
You have all the American ones. Yeah.
These never came out yet. I don't. We did Scramble City already, but I don't own it.
Yeah.
Doctor Who. Here's Doctor Who. I own everything for Doctor Who, so I'm replacing it all on Blu-ray.
Wow.
Even the shit Doctor Who's. Even the shit. Look, Jody, I've got all the shit ones. Sorry, chat. I'm a completist. I apologize in advance. He-Man. Here's all the He-Man toys. Look how many. Look at this is from 2008. Look, I own all of these. It's like some of them I'm missing. I'm missing a few of these. These were convention exclusives and stuff. But look at this. This is the look. All of this. This is the classics, buddy. Each one of these is like couple of $100 or something, but I didn't pay that much.
My God.
My Star Wars collection. So red I don't have, so I don't have the vinyl cape, obviously. Yellow means I have it. So pretty good.
Not bad. What does blue mean?
Where's blue? Oh, blue means I have it, but he's loose. See?
Okay.
I don't have his little dress or whatever. I don't know what it's called. Whatever the hell.
Oh, he's incomplete, like loose.
He's incomplete, yeah. So he's not full. All right, let's take a look at a couple of toys, and then we're going to end off for tonight. Share screen. So tomorrow night, Sean and I are back for Avengers.
Avengers, yeah.
Those are always fun too. And Classic Comics will be joining us for that, I believe. Oh yeah, Leo Zach. Can't type. Transformers. So here's the toy, which is way smaller. Like this is actually a lot smaller.
Like that's the G1 toy, right?
That's the G1 actual toy. So it's really small because he's a combiner.
It's a combiner, yeah. So it's like the aerial bots are like tiny jets compared to the Decepticon jets.
Right. Yeah, there's it in the package. Anybody wants it, it's $1,500. So there you go.
God.
Pick him up. Oh, I love this, man. This is like so badass. But see, he comes with the helmet. And there's this little character. Now, this helmet, Leo Zach is the only character that comes with something that you require to build Lio Kaiser. When you assemble Lio Kaiser, the fists and hands come out of the other bots, so you don't have to attach them.
Yeah.
The box is beautiful. I agree with that. Yeah. So let's go Transformers. Lio Kaiser. You can see. Where is he? There he is.
Have a good night, Joe Dog.
Oh, see you, Joe Dog. Take care.
Night, Joe
there
Dog.
it is. He's pretty good.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh man, they got a chibi version.
Yeah.
I love chibis. That's all my tattoos are chibis. Because I'm an over 40 adult man who has cute things on me. I don't know. I like them. They look cute. I don't know.
They look great, man.
They're neat. Lio Kaiser. Oh, let's look at Hellbat. That's not G1.
Looks cool though.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. Yeah, what is this? That's that fake one. Remember they did a bunch that are the okay. So
and they call him something else, yeah.
vintage.
And they get away with it now.
Here you go. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks good.
That's pretty good. Okay. Yeah, that's all right. Who are the other guys? Kill Bison.
Yeah.
He's a block. He's a block. Oh, here he is transformed. He's a bit fat.
They're all bricky.
They're all bricky, yeah. Your tattoo. You're so silly.
Reba.
Yeah. I don't know why you're so like pumped up for this. Is cool. We'll do a Star Wars stream on who's the best character. What other guys were cool? Oh, let's look at. I wanted to show Formers. I wanted to show Power Master Optimus Prime. This toy is the damn. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, wait, hold on. Let's go vintage. Is there not a better? Like, look how bloody awesome that is.
Oh, that's cool.
There's a guy. I think Michael Mercy. I don't know if you know. He's a toy guy. I've seen his channel. He actually came. I actually saw him at a toy show once, and I got a picture with him just because. Yeah, like this is like awesome. So, and then we can see Ginray.
The thing about this, like that's how they advertised it in the commercials. When you got it, kids were confused by the white Optimus Prime that you put in there and then build everything around. It's like, what the hell is this? Like, that's all the armor and stuff on it.
Look at this bullshit.
Oh, the chrome.
I mean, that's awesome. Comic releases Victory Saber. Yeah. Oh, this is the HasLab one. This was outrageous. Look at this. Look at this craziness. Holy shit.
That's pretty cool.
Let's go vintage though. Yeah. Oh my god. Holy crap, man.
It's like 3 toys in one.
This is why this is why Japanese kids got A's and everything.
Yeah.
They're like, you're not getting shit, kid, unless you do. No. They're like, you want, Mom, I'm not gonna do the accent, but Mom, can I get this? It's like, yeah, did you get an A in math? Fuck, I better get an A. They're like, we better A up.
I want my Star Saber, man.
I want Star Saber. Listen, kid, you're not getting shit. My mom would just buy me stuff anyway, so that's why my grades were crap. Well, Jason's cute. We'll just give him some toys anyways. That's like these kids. Like, listen, kid, you want the Star Saber? I want to see 2 A's. It's like, all right.
Oh, but even
these toys are crazy. It's like way overstimulation. It's like, like this is just one toy, and then you get these other toys for whatever occasion it is.
Like,
look at the packaging.
I mean, it's awesome, man.
Awesome.
I mean, like, yeah, everything about this is just like the best. But I also like Overlord. So this is the 2-in-1. See, so one's a bit of a brick, but when they go together,
it's a double Power Master. So it's like 2 of those guys you turn into a motor and then put into them.
Yeah, so it's like half and half. And then
cool.
you put them together, yeah.
Oh, the design that must have went into that. Jeez.
Oh God, like Overlord. You're like, shit, this freaking guy's the best. Okay, now the greatest toy of what do you prefer, Scorponok, or do you like Black Zarek? So this is what I've pre-ordered. This right here, I pre-ordered the new version of this. Cool. It's massive. Where's like, oh, this guy's reviews are awesome, by the way. Hold on, where's like Scorponok Earthrise? Oh,
movie Scorponok there.
So was there not like, I want to show like so you see how big. Like, look at Marvel Legends.
Hey man, where are you gonna put that?
I don't give a crap. I'm gonna figure it out. I'll tell you that much. So the one who fights this is Fortress Maximus. I already have that. I already have Fortress Maximus, and he's as big as this guy.
Wow.
Oh, wait, how tall is this? Like 2 feet?
Oh God, it's massive. I
What?
don't.
It's like a toddler. It's like
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look.
Essentially.
Like, okay, so hold on. We need to
Okay.
see.
Just the length of your forearm,
Yeah,
at
like,
least.
I
Your
mean,
fingertip of your forearm. Yeah.
where was that picture where we saw him? Yeah. Okay, so I have this one already. I already have this
Wow.
one.
Wow.
So I already have that one, and I have all of his guys, like his subordinates.
Yeah, all the little guys that come with
Like,
him.
look at this bullshit.
It's like towers over Omega Supreme.
Yeah, like look, this is this is Juggernaut, Marvel Legends Juggernaut. Like that Juggernaut is stupid. Like it's look, that's Hot Toys Spider-Man. It's
Wow.
like this is the greatest thing ever. And this was a conversation where I went. I said, listen, because my wife also collects stuff, so she understands the collector. She collects. She has Agatha Christie full collection of books. She has the first volume of every manga she's ever read. Like she just gets the first volume just to keep a track of her. So it's like, so she collects a lot of stuff. We have Star Trek. She has Star Trek. She has Deep Space Nine, the ships, like, all of the Eagle Moss. So I said, okay, I got to get Scorponok. I said, but this is like a big one. But I'm like, it must be purchased. Like I can't. I have to have it. So this was good. This is going to be like the last big one. But they also did. So the other version of this guy is what's his name? Black Zarak. So this is Scorponok, but the head is different. So there's the two of them to combine. See. So it's just recolored.
Mm-hmm. It's great design though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is awesome. This is my favorite. Oh, Deathsaurus. Oh, we can take a look at Deathsaurus. Yeah. I don't want to share my Twitter, but like my Twitter screen, Comic Relief, but I'll take a look at them. Yeah, this is crazy, eh? Like, look at these bad boys. So they turn into a fort, and then and then here's the Scorpion version.
Yeah, that's impressive.
So, I mean, this is crazy. Even the vintage one. Here's the vintage one. You had the Black Zarek, awesome. Yeah, so even the vintage one's pretty damn. That's one guy, right? So, Transformers Deathsaurus HasLab, right? It never got made though, I don't think.
Well, yeah, it didn't it? I thought.
Oh,
it
did it? Okay.
I thought someone was reviewing it the other day.
Oh, maybe they were. There's a guy holding it, so yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
That looks pretty badass.
Mm.
Yeah, here's the two of them together. That's crazy. Joe, what's going on? Why does the head look like a head from Transformers Animated Headmasters? Guy, I forgot his name. Why the head looks like head from Transformers Animated? I don't know.
Transformers Animated had a character called Headmaster, and it was he would like switch people's heads with himself.
Oh, okay. So that's not. I haven't seen that. That's not the one. Yeah. Anyway, so there you go. All right, but like you might find the pics on the search. Yeah. So I mean, they're great. Like they're great characters. Like, and they just look good. The toys are awesome, but they're so expensive. You can't. Like, I'm looking for Double Dealer. Double Dealer is a Decepticon and Autobot, and if the way you transform him, he'll be the other thing. He's a great toy. I found one on eBay for $250. I only look at Canadian sellers and Canadian shippers because it's brutal. And now they're doubling the shipping, or they're putting on extra charges. So like if you go to Big Bad Toy Store, which I ordered, it says not or excluding tariff charges or something. I don't know, but they sent me a message because I pre-ordered it. They sent me a message saying they're gonna use like FedEx or something, and then they're gonna pay the difference in what it costs. So, but that's because but I mean, this is a $200 US dollar item, so it's going to cost me like $400. It's going to cost me like $370 or something like that for that Scorponok. But I didn't open some of them. I didn't open, but I do have Ultra Magnus, the newer version of Ultra Magnus. And then I've got another Ultra Magnus, which is pretty cool. I don't know, you're not gonna be able to see him. He's like on the ground there. You see him right there?
Yeah.
And then that's the bigger one right there. That box. Yeah. Oh, I do have I got one of these giant Bespin Lukes, like where it looks like the old toy, but like it's a giant.
Oh, right.
Bespin Luke is awesome, man. He looks like a Flash. He looks like Buck Rogers or Flash Gordon or something.
My first Luke.
Is that your first Luke?
Lapel or,
yeah, he's got those pouches and
things in there. Right?
Yeah, that's it.
Designed by Rob Liefeld. So.
Oh man,
yes, pouches.
There's the two Rob Liefeld toys. I don't know. You're not gonna be able to see them. I don't think. Right? No, they're just off camera. There, look, Blood Wolf and Bloodstrike.
There you go.
I got those, and they're signed by Rob right there. Signed right there. And yes, Psycho 3 DVD because I got the Blu-ray of Psycho 3. If you haven't seen Psycho 3, it's awesome. So Psycho
I'm gonna
2,
say the new Youngblood Deluxes are not accurate enough because they come out every month.
Oh wow!
Oh my god! Where's my?
It's weird to have Youngblood come out every month. It's so strange. I don't know.
Where's my?
Those were different times back then.
Yeah, it's like 10 issues over 5 years or something. I don't know. Anyway,
how about?
I can't wait any longer.
Sean, here's your Sean's diss.
No, it's a question of intelligence, so your opinion has very little relevance.
That is Avon from Blake 7, my favorite character of anything. When I met David Morrissey, who plays Governor, and he also played in Doctor Who.
Yes.
Okay, so I love Doctor Who. That's like my favorite show. Blake 7's my third favorite show after Star Trek. But anyways, I got a picture with David Morrissey. I got to tell the story. We're going to go. And then they take your phone and took the picture. So David Morrissey's like, whoa. Is that Blake 7 on your phone? And I was like, yes, it is Blake 7. He's like, oh my God. And then we started talking more because we were supposed to end. He's like, he initiated because, you talk and you get a photo and then your time is up. The next person, right? So he's like, is that Doctor Who? He's like, how are you? Oh, no, Blake 7. He's like, is that Blake 7? How did you watch that? He goes, well, you didn't watch that when it was on. I was like, no. I said I was watching. I was like, watching it. I got the Blu-rays and all that. I pre-ordered the Blu-ray, and it's like, he's like, wow, I love that show. It's like, yeah, Avon's the best. We start talking about Blake 7. It's like, we're not even talking about his things. Or you were great as the Governor. It's like, no, we're talking about like stuff like random. It's like, and the handlers, I'm like, listen, that like, it starts to get where they're kind of like, okay, move on. The next person needs to come up. And I'm like, but he's talking.
He's not letting you go. So what do you do?
Right? He's talking. All right.
How often do they get to geek out? Probably not often.
Yeah. So he watched, that would have been a show for him as a kid. It's basically the reverse of Star Trek. The Federation are the bad guys. It's more like Star Wars. So Blake and his team are fighting against, but he's got a team of criminals, and that guy is a hacker and doesn't even want to be there. But the character he's my favorite character. He is so awesome. Every line he says is great, but like the progression, it is the most minuscule. Like season 3, there's an episode in season 3 where you finally see his backstory. Like it's that long, and even then, and it's called Rumors of My Death, and I might get emotional. It's called Rumors of My Death, and it is one of my favorite episodes of anything on TV, and it's his little backstory. And the ending of what is said is so great. And it's like, they say something like, oh, we let you live or whatever. He's like, but then he doesn't say anything. It's like, but you didn't let him live, because he did live. Like him living was worse than had he died. And their excuse is, yeah, but we let you live. It's like, but actually that was bad. That made him, but he doesn't say any of this. It's just, and he doesn't even he's just like, whatever. And he's a good guy, but he will do anything. Like there's guys where he's like, oh, I'll just shoot him. And they're like, oh no, we can't. He'll shoot people in the back. He doesn't care. He's like, well, they're bad guys. Screw it. Like It's an awesome character. Like literally 3 seasons, and you're learning only now. And just through dialogue, and there's one scene where the guy's like, "Oh, I've always," he goes, I've always trusted you," and it's like, "Oh fuck, it was so good." He's like, "I always trusted you." You're like, "Oh, it's like it's such an awesome show." Nobody really talks about it. It's only 4 seasons. Anyways, it's great. Farscape. No, I haven't seen Farscape. People said it's pretty good though. But anywho. All right,
like
folks.
what Sean said, though. It's about the writing. Sean said it before. The writing. Once you get the writing down, then everything else follows.
Yeah. Did you ever watch Doctor Who, Steve, or are you a Doctor Who guy?
Yeah. I'm a Tom Baker fan, and
okay,
I
Tom
watched.
Baker.
What's it? Is it Pertwee, the one before him?
Yeah,
he's my favorite. Yeah.
I enjoyed him as well too. And then when they got into the 80s, I kind of fell off of it a little bit. That's when I went into like Magnum and.
I've seen everything from 63 to 2 weeks ago Saturday.
Oh, wow.
And awesome. Every show that connects. So K9, Torchwood, Sarah Jane, and Captain I own Jack, Captain Jack. I met Captain Jack. I've got Tom Baker's autograph personalized to me.
Wow.
Yep. I've met the 5th Doctor. I've met the 6th. I've met the 7th. I've met the 8th. We've got personalized autograph for the 9th. We've got personalized autograph for the 10th. I've met the 11th. So Matt Smith. I've met Matt Smith.
Okay.
12. Peter Capaldi. 13, who everyone hates. I apologize. I know everyone hates her. She's going to be a fan expo. There is a high probability, probably 100%, that I'm going to go and get a picture with her. I know everyone hates her.
I think we should. You know what though? I guarantee you that, because I didn't watch any of it. I wonder if she's going to age. If her Doctor will age.
No. As
time goes on.
We'll see, but I don't think so. The writing was very poor.
The writing was pretty bad, yeah.
You know what? No. You know what happened? Here's what happened. What happened was there's an episode that retconned everything. So Tom Baker isn't the 4th Doctor.
Yeah.
He's like the 400th Doctor.
Got it.
So that's the problem. Up until then, it was like, this was okay. This wasn't that good. And then it's called The Timeless Child. And they gave
that is. Okay.
That's The Timeless Child. So they retconned it saying, oh, there's all these doctors beforehand and they all lost their memories and stuff. So it's like, so the 1st Doctor is not the 1st Doctor? That's a hyper insult. The people that came together for that, firstly, it was a woman. I thought they love women and want to respect them. Verity Lambert, and Indian in 1963, Indian guy directing the show. Okay. So they want we want representation. Well, you had it and you're now pissing on these people's memories. That's the problem. Up until then, we're all like, okay, it wasn't that good. Okay. But then when they retcon and say the 1st Doctor is not the 1st Doctor, it's like, okay, it can't be saved, because even there, like the 8th Doctor's movie was pretty silly, right? His movie was pretty silly, but it aged okay.
Right.
You watch back, you're like, it's still kind of fun, and there's some cute stuff, and it's not too bad. It's kind of neat. This one, unfortunately, because it retcon, and then the next one, the next one brought the guy who brought Doctor Who back, and you thought because in Doctor Who anything can happen. They can literally say. The Master, who's one of the villains, right? They can usually say, oh, the Master was fooling the Doctor. No, that wasn't the real origin. Doctor, I tricked you. Now what are you going to do? Ha ha. And they could have just erased that episode. Like, it wouldn't have erased the episode. You would just be like, oh, I was just playing with you. That was all a lie. But he didn't do that. He reinforced it. And then the Doctor regenerated into 2 Doctors. And you're like, this cannot be saved, because you've like, it's so stupid. Like, you'd have to now retcon that and be like, oh, that wasn't the Doctor. Like, yeah,
sounds like a mess.
It's a mess. It's actually worse than Star Wars, in my opinion, because Doctor Who's from 63 and it has such a history to ruin it. It's part of Britain, like it's part of their culture. Star Wars, I can just ignore those shitty movies. I just don't watch Force Awakens. That's it. It ends at Jedi. Jedi ends and everybody's having a good time, and We defeat the Empire and Jedi's the end of it. That's it. I don't watch these shitty. I don't have to watch these shitty ones. But Doctor Who, the person morphs into the next actor within the show you're watching. So you're like, ooh, how can I?
There's a literal handoff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, in the episode.
Yes.
Right? So it's like, oh. Back to the Future, top 10, not top 10, top 20 favorite movies of all time. Perfect film, in my opinion, Back to the Future. It ends. Doc coming, Marty, you got to come back with me. Okay, well, now you got to watch part 2 because right? Yeah. I love the trilogy. So all 3 of them are great. So that ends well. Now, if they make a shitty Back to the Future movie, I can ignore that one. Right? But you can't, if Back to the Future 2 sucked, that'd be hard to ignore. Like part 1 ends, so you're showing someone Back to the Future and it ends with him. So you got to come back to the future. What happens next? Oh, we're not going to watch the next one because it's trash. It's like, you're like, but I want to know what happens. Right. Yeah. So, anywho, Doctor Who had movies. Yeah. With Peter Cushing played the Doctor in their fake Doctor Who movies, but they're Dalek movies. My point is that the guy who created the Daleks, he's the writer of Blake 7.
Got it.
Right. So it's Terry Nation. He also wrote something called Survivors. It's all good. Okay, guys, talk too long. Went way off topic. Thank you. Tomorrow, Avengers. Take it easy, guys. Till all are one.
Hey, friends. You've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.